How's up, friendlies? How is up? Welcome to the 14th of September episode of my fantabulous live stream. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Otherwise, this is probably the most embarrassing live stream start ever. I will put on my cans so that when someone comes on a little later, I will not be mistakenly thinking that I can't hear anything for technical reasons. Got kind of an interesting thing to talk about tonight, but before we do that, I would like to do the usual housekeeping. Welcome to the live stream. If you are watching us time shifted tomorrow or next week or whatever, also welcome to the live stream. I greatly treasure those of you who watch after the fact, even though you cannot partake in the conversation in the side chat. If at any point tonight you realize that you're actually enjoying what I'm doing here, then please hit that smiley thumb. If at some point tonight you decide that you really don't like what I'm doing, that's okay. Hit the frowny thumb. Another thing I do want to remind you is that for those of you who are Patreon supporters, I will be ending the Patreon and switching to YouTube memberships. I'm almost ready to go on that. It will be soon. You will get a note. And I do believe that is all the announcements I have to say. I would like to say I hope that many of you watched Dennis's live stream over at Canoe Hound Adventures tonight. He had Les Stroud on. Dennis's shows are just getting better and better, and I think he deserves as many eyes as we can send him. It was a very good conversation tonight. I didn't get to see all of it, but I will be watching the rest of it probably tomorrow on my lunch break. So who do we have in the house tonight? We got Russell from Raspberry Rock. Hi, nice to see you as always. Charles W., nice to see you again. Well, nice to see your name again and in the side chat. We got Pine Martin in the house. Always nice to see that name. He's always got interesting stuff to say. Grace Martin is in the house. How's it going tonight, Grace? How's the weather where you're at? Are we good? LT is here. LT Survival. Nice. And Tenenbaum. So we have the usual suspects, as Tenenbaum says. Cliff is here. He's just stepping over from Dennis's awesome show with Les. That was a really good stream. I like it. Simone's in the house too. Good team we got here. Good team. I was going to say good crew, but team came out. All right. Good team. The beer I have for tonight is Guggen Russ Red Ale. Bière Forte. Strong beer, but it's only 5.8%, so I don't really call that strong. Oh, yeah, right. New camera. There we go. There it's in focus. This looks weird, but whatevs. This, even though it's a French can, is from Tuc de Brou in Embrun, Ontario. I think I had one by them a couple of live streams ago, and it's apparently a small Franco town in Ontario. So, no surprise there then. I'm going to pop this baby open. So this is a red ale. I will attempt to pour it without gooshing beer all over my desk. So I hold this up so that you guys can see the pour, even though it's not going to be in focus. How's my sound tonight, guys? Russell had a thought that maybe that weird peaking thing that I have happen sometimes is due to StreamYard rather than my actual setup. Nice color, nice amber red color. Guggen Russ, I guess, means red thongs, or no, what do the young kids call that today? Flip-flops, red flip-flops. It's good, crisp, refreshing. It's a good red ale. Nice mouthfeel. That's a very mouth-friendly ale. I like it. And it doesn't taste like a high-octane beer. It's only 5.8%, so it's not really high-octane. Tyler Rodriguez is in the house. Serge is here, and he got to see the pour. Nice. Tenenbaum, Yes, it's auto gain, but I've turned it off. I've had it off for like weeks now, and it still does it. So there's something. There's like a bug in StreamYard or something, whereby maybe it doesn't turn off even if you click it off. Yeah, it's not on. I don't have it on. I don't get it. Anyway, not gonna worry about it. Hey, Cat Mac is here. Nice to see you. So, here's what. Okay, I was just checking what Tenenbaum was saying. So, Russell had an idea of something he wanted to talk about tonight, so I figured, why not? He sort of, I guess, half jokingly said, "Is it a good idea to drink your own pee in a survival situation?" I haven't said it out loud before now. That sounds so ridiculous. I've spent all this time like looking at Googling it and everything that steady on. So the short answer is no. But where this becomes interesting is I wonder how many sort of good ideas in survival will get you into a whole lot of trouble. Why is my light changing colors back there? Oh, wow, that's weird. What's going on with my... Do you guys see what's happening with my colors? Wow, that looks weird, but we're just going to go with it. I don't know what's up with my colors here, guys. I do know that it looks very, very bizarre. Let me check my... Yes. Yes. Like, this looks weird to everyone, right? I don't get it. Why am I blue? Do I look blue to you guys? Like, what? Do we just ignore it? Like, I don't know when that happened, but do we just ignore it? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like, my color balance is off, but I can't fix that. Okay. We're just going to have to ignore it. Holy crap. Why did that happen? Let me just test something out here, okay, guys? The picture may disappear for a minute, but if anything happens, I will be back on as quickly as possible, okay? Okay. Am I back? That was really, really irritating. Okay. I have no idea what happened there, but we're just going to, you know. That was awkward. It's okay. Where were we? Does one drink pee in order to survive? Generally, no. This book definitely says no. It says, warning, urine and seawater. Never drink either. Never, but both can produce drinking water if distilled, and seawater will provide you with a residue of salt. So there you go. You can distill your piss and drink it then. But the thing is, then it's essentially water. So I found the Winchester Hospital has an article on it that says, with several caveats and under certain conditions, yes, it is safe to drink your urine. And then it sort of goes into a lot of, it's a very long sort of piece, which I will post here. Actually, it's not that long. It's just too long for a live stream. But at the end of the day, anything that sort of says, yes, you can do it, they all sort of seem to agree that you have to distill it first. Because what the problem is, piss is like 95% water. That's great, but there's salts and stuff in it, right? So it's the same thing as you don't want to be drinking seawater because the salt will, in theory, I guess, speed up your dehydration. Right? And dehydration is a problem if you're in a shit hits the fan situation, or even just a bushcraft situation. Like, look, there's no substitute for good, clean water. There are many things you can drink when you're out in the woods that will get you sick if you don't like Giardia or whatever, but still, like when you're really thirsty and you're dehydrated, it can be tempting to grab a liquid and drink it. And we produce a liquid. But like, I wonder how many of these like concepts are out there that will do the opposite of help you. Like, theory is that, like, yeah, do this and you'll be fine. An example of this that I always think back to, which is not really a survival thing, but it could be, is finding north by what side of the tree the moss is on, because moss only ever grows on the same side of the tree. This is not true. You know, there's all kinds of stuff like that, like old school wisdom that just isn't wisdom. Oh, hold on. I think I'm behind on the side chat here. That tends to happen when you're turning off your camera and messing around. Mark is here. How's it going? Cliff, Sam Jackson, here drinking pee will turn your face blue. That's terrific. That's really nice. Thanks, man. Cliff says drinking pee can actually kill you, but will make you very sick if ingested. David Evans is in the house. How's it going? Thank you for bringing it up, Tenenbaum. You'd be much better using urine for evaporative cooling, which could reduce your need to sweat and lose more water. And like, I'm not sure if that makes sense to me. I'm not sure if it's exactly what I'm talking about here, but it sure as hell makes sense to me. In fact, I think I read that somewhere. Not in that book. I don't know. Tyler says there was an interesting bit on being able to absorb water through the eyes and through either the colon or the rectum. Really? Russell is volunteering to try it. Simo says something that I don't understand. I don't know what the hell a Winchester house is. LT, I think Bear Grylls is why so many people have this concept. It's funny because on Dennis's show tonight, he had Les Stroud. I mentioned that earlier. And I figure if Bear Grylls did something, Les Stroud hates it. But Les probably gets asked that all the time. But yeah, I do remember that Bear Grylls drank his own urine for a show. No, you don't want to drink blood either. Some of the same issues, excuse me, some of the same issues come into play with blood as with as with urine. Hold on one second here. I'm just looking for... Oh, I just sent the wrong. Sorry, guys. I should not be being distracted on screen like this, but I figure that if anyone here is going to know something about this, it'll be LT. Chris says, supposedly there was an MMA fighter that would drink his first batch every morning. Just a rumor he heard. Wow, I really hope that is not true, because line 6. That sounds like giving yourself an enema, though, Tyler. Russell, one thing I do have to say about Bear Grylls, and I've said this before, and I will definitely say it again, is that the one thing that I really do like about it, because I watch Bear Grylls as entertainment, okay? I'm not watching him and taking notes like, this is how I'm going to survive. What I like about Bear Grylls is he's the only one of those guys who I have never heard rip on the others, or at least rip on one of the others. Like even Ray Mears has ripped on Bear Grylls, right? And I remember the video I saw on YouTube of Lofty Wiseman being asked, Ray Mears or Bear Grylls, and he's like, I could eat the pair of them. And then he was like called one of them stupid and the other one fat. I'm just like, no. As a viewer of this content, I do not respect these big name guys ripping on each other, because it's a pissing contest. If you don't respect someone, Bear Grylls is the only one who I have never witnessed or seen or have heard of pissing all over one of the other guys. Every time he's asked about one of these guys, he always says, oh yeah, man, I love him. I don't know, whatever. I'm getting off topic here, but that's the one really cool thing about Bear to me. Hey, LT.
Hey, I was checking some reference there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you were. Bear Grylls, all right. That's
yeah,
all about the knowledge.
It's this one's in French for one of the rare I've got in French, but I've got also this one and the Canadian one, and these don't mention P.
Yeah.
I have to relook at them because it's been a while, but they don't.
I know the U.S. Army manual also says don't drink your pee.
Yeah, and seawater.
and seawater.
Yes, for the main reason that, yes, you will be dehydrated because of your pee, because it contains many stuff, everything your body doesn't need.
Yeah, it's
so you don't want to re-drink everything you exhale, because it's not good for you.
Yeah.
So that's the main principle. When I said Bear Grylls did it, he did it a peculiar way. And one of in the chat mentioned it. He did it the other way. So he used the column to absorb the water, because the column will only bring in what you need, not what you don't want. So the salt,
okay.
Seawater. He did it with seawater. He did it also with his pee. I think he drank it. It is possible to do. There's people out there that believe that drinking your old pee will be healthy for you.
It's funny because I worked with a guy when I was working at Reader's Digest, and he had lived in England for a while. And he said that while he was there, and like when I worked at Reader's Digest was like 15 years ago. So we're talking about a long time ago. But he said that there was a minor fad of people in a certain segment of society pissing in a mason jar, keeping it in the fridge, and then drinking it, thinking that, the minerals and everything. And I'm thinking, okay, first of all, ugh. Second of all, your pee is flushing all the stuff out of your body that it doesn't want, correct?
Exactly.
So what? And also, by the way, if you have to wash your hands for 20 seconds after taking a pee, then putting that stuff in a bottle and drinking it, like, nightly seems kind of off to me.
Well, I have an in-law that's a pharmacist, and I've asked him one of those thing. If you have a cut that you want to disinfect or clean, can you pee on it? He says no.
LT,
But I said,
look at what Russell just said. By the way, wow, not even a mention of knives and LT still appears. Oh, and of course, Pine Martin bringing the knowledge. Bear Grylls doesn't piss on the other guys because he saves his pee to drink it later.
that's a good one. The pharmacist said, well, it depends. Yes, from your body, it is still a sterile liquid. So it is not, basically, you're not going to contaminate yourself with your own contaminants. The problem is if you have an infection.
Oh, yeah.
Then you're spreading the infection towards your cut, which will bring back the infection in other part of the body. So is it worth the risk? Not sure.
Yeah. I do want to say hi to Raven Cat Homestead Cecilia. Nice to see you.
Hi.
Yeah, I guess a couple of people here or at least one person has said that pee is sterile, which is what you said. And I guess that's right. I mean, I guess I get such an ugh reaction to this concept that all the stuff that we think of about the bathroom sort of comes into play in my personal philosophy around it.
Yes.
You know? But at the end of the day, if you're flushing crap out of your body, putting it back into your body in the name of rehydration seems like a terrible idea.
Technically, okay, but technically, that liquid will be filtered. So you will be taking liquids, but you'll ask your body to filter back again all those contaminants. And at one point, the level of contamination of the bad stuff you don't want to keep is so high that your liver ain't going to be able to filter it all. So you're going to get sick. So that's the principle behind the fact that you can quench your thirst, your thirst before getting thirsty more of drinking the pee. But it's a very fine line. And I'll tell you, you got to be desperate.
Yeah.
Okay. And Bear Grylls says there's other source of liquid you can use. In animals is eyes. The liquid from the eye is also liquid you can drink.
Right.
So it's not a very heavy quantity, but at least it's something.
But it's funny because part of what makes this interesting to me is how this is only one of the, there's another philosophy. If you're in the desert, just cut open a cactus and drink what's inside. And it's like, wait, not all cactuses or cacti.
Not all. And you've got to be knowledgeable about desert.
Yeah. So it's like we have all these little, I don't want to call them philosophies. They're not philosophies. We have all these little concepts.
Yep.
That have sort of, they're like, it's not only in survival. I mean, there are these little like old wives' tales, I guess. Mm-hmm. Like here in Quebec, if you're not feeling well, mets tes pantoufles. Right? You're not feeling well, you're sick, put on slippers. What? But every bloody Quebecois grandmother is going to tell you that if you're not feeling well, you put on your pantoufles.
And let me guess why. Because we used to have no cellars underneath our house, so the floor was really cold. So Absolutely. If you were getting sick, it's because you were getting cold. If you were getting cold, you were getting a cold. So,
yeah, dude, my mom had aunts who lived in what do you call it? Dirt floor flats. So yeah, I get it. But if you're sick, you just put on slippers. It's like, really, Grandma?
It's raising your temperature because your extremities are where you're losing you're losing your heat. So if you put slippers, then you warm up your feet. If you warm up your feet, you warm up the body.
Yeah.
Gives the ability of the body to clean up a bit of the
Yeah, but it's still a stretch, right?
Yep.
Like, well, anyways, Tim says, by the way, hi Tim. These survivalists may have drunk pee on TV, but what happened when the camera? But what happened when the camera was off? We never see that, so I have great doubts. It's good for TV though. Here, I sort of have this view of them going glug, and then the camera gets turned off, and like, oh crap, dude.
There is photo floating out there on the interwebs, like you say, of Bear Grylls doing survival, and then the camera turns around, and there's the buffet tables with the crew and everything. Because
yeah, but that doesn't
60
bug
film.
me. Yeah, that doesn't bug me though, because I mean I've been on film sets. I mean that I don't worry about, because at the end of the day he's doing entertainment.
Oh,
If Les Stroud was doing that, I'd be like, no, wait, no. But even then, like if he's not doing the shows where he was surviving for 7 days with his own camera and stuff, I don't judge these guys for that kind of stuff. You know, if Ray Mears is out there, Bear, because I know him, right? Bear Grylls actually addressed that once, and he said, look, if in the show I'm staying alone in the woods that night, I stay alone in the woods that night. If that's not part of the show I'm filming, then yeah, I stay at the hotel. So he's saying, like, if I'm telling you that I'm staying alone in the woods, or not alone. But if I tell you I'm staying under this lean-to, that's what I'm doing that night. But that there's no reason for him to do that the whole week that he's shooting if that's not the point of another scene, kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it's because he's entertainment to me. I don't care. I absolutely don't judge him for that.
Anyway,
but the important thing is I don't watch him for knowledge.
Yeah, well, it's not that. I mean, one thing you've shown is to be resourceful using what you find, even though it's planted. Of course, you find a bicycle and all those stuff you can use for your survival of the day, or you find a rope, get off a building that's crumbling, and all of a sudden you can escape. But that's show business.
Yeah.
But one thing it's good, and that's where I'm taking Bear Grylls from, is it gives you the basic of thinking of what you can do with what you have to find a solution.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it'll be the same solution. Doesn't mean his solution works. Doesn't mean you want to risk that solution. But you might want to...
Do you see what Pine Martin just wrote?
Yeah. Did I say that or something? Or?
No, he said that. It's beautiful. Yeah. Hey, actually, what's Stan? By the way, hi Stan. If you will build up uric acid if you drink it over and over, and that makes absolute sense to me. Stan, are you an engineer, Stan? Is that the engineers?
No, that's a former logistic.
Oh, logistics, right? Sorry, I mixed it up. But yeah, that uric acid buildup. That's what you want, right?
Yeah, and not just uric acid, but all the contaminants will be clogging your system, and then you won't be able to evacuate what you have.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, Shawnee, by the way, hi Shawnee. She's dropping a couple of others of those in the side chat here. Myth: suck the poison out of a snake bite.
Yeah.
What is that myth?
Again.
Yeah. What is it? Are you supposed to like cut an X across it and then suck it out? Is that what the myth is?
Bottom line: make a cut and bleed out the poison. There is a poison pump that you can use. The problem is if you suck it out from somebody else, you're getting poisoned yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Do that. Serge says I still don't want animal eye juice. I don't either. I am squeamish. I'll just sit here and be thirsty. Thank you.
Well, at one point, you'll want anything.
Yeah. Kat says, no, saguaros have no water in them practically. See, there's the thing. Like, scoop a cactus. Know what you're doing. Like, I think that if you're walking into whatever, the desert in Mexico or Australia or the rainforest in Brazil or the woods in BC or whatever, knowing what, and I'm saying this because this is where I am the weakest, right? My foraging skills are zero. I would love them to be better, but they're not. And you need to sort of know if you're going to do something like scooping the flesh out of a cactus or like the analog to that anywhere, you've got to know what you're looking for. Right? Like you can't just go tripping through the forest in BC and, oh, there's a mushroom, pop.
That's why they don't recommend you eating anything, any of the mushroom you not sure you can identify. And even if you have a book, you have to have a guide, someone to help you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I've got a ton of books, but I'm still like I can read the damn books over and over and over, but I am not foraging until someone who knows their stuff takes me to the woods. I'm not going to do it because at the end of the day, look, a lot of plants will not kill you, but they'll make you sick. Mushrooms, I'm freaking terrified of.
Yeah, and it doesn't take a lot.
Yeah.
In the survival book from the military, okay, there is the survival acronym, which is a little complex. I have translated it in my plastic cards.
Yeah.
Remember those?
I do.
And the last point, basically, it's the E. And in the English versions, it's the L for learn. Live by your wit, but for now, learn the basic skills. It's basically the motto of my channel.
Yeah.
You gotta first learn the skill. And that applies also when you change environment. You go to BC, it's not the same skills.
Yeah.
And I have one other point in there that I call the learn from the indigenous people.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, in French, I say réflexe indigène. It's a reflex. It's a way of living in the woods from the people living in the woods. So if you have a Ray Mills with you, well, you just learn from him.
Yeah.
If you have
and have him bake me some bread in the woods.
Yeah, and if you're in the Arctic, you find an Inuit and you work with him, and they have skills.
Yeah,
and you have to learn them, but you have to learn every single environment, and you cannot master all of them.
No, you can't.
You can have basics, but everything else.
I just want to get a couple more of these. Drinking alcohol will make you warmer. Myth. That comes from the myth of the Great Dane with the little barrel of rum.
Yes.
For skiers, and that's absolutely.
The Navy has the same myth, which is the grog. It's the rum, the 151 rum that you drink when you're cold. It will warm you up, but the physiological modification that you do to your body is you're dilating the blood vessel, and the blood vessel being dilated, you're sending warm blood to the extremities.
Absolutely,
which cools it down.
Yeah,
so it does the reverse effect. You're feeling the warmth because it goes into the part that's cold, but you're getting your blood colder towards the core of your body.
Simo, Russell only comes on at 10 p.m. That's why he's not here yet. Thank you, Raven Cat, for mentioning that. 18 and 20 watching now, and only 11 thumbs up.
Yeah.
If you guys are liking this conversation, please hit that thumbs up. If you're not liking the conversation, hit the thumbs down, because it's still, what's it called? Engagement.
Yeah, and it's still play with the algorithm.
Yeah. Who we got here? Brother Love, what are we delving into tonight? Brother Love, what we're talking about is survival or bush. Let's call them survival. Whenever I say survival, I mean also bushcraft. If you're in the woods and you're dehydrated, is it safe to drink pee? Or if you're, lost in the Arctic and a Great Dane comes up to you with a barrel of rum, is it a good idea to drink the rum? Like, the sort of survival or outdoorsy old wives' tales kind of thing.
One thing for sure, if the Dane comes, but not the Dane, but the Saint Bernard comes.
Saint Bernard, yes. Great Danes are those huge
the barrel of rum. I'm drinking the rum and die happy.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Or I keep the rum And when I'm about to die, I'll die really happy.
Russell says, Simon, it was a dumb joke. I can't believe we're actually talking about it. Dude, this is the third time you've said a dumb joke and we've ended up talking about it all night. Like, Russell, like, every now and again, it's like, hey, you want to talk about insert really silly thing here tonight? I'm like, yeah, why not? You know, the sillier the better.
Hey, from Bear Grill about the cacti.
Okay.
He says we overestimate the capacity of the cacti to supply you with liquids. Some of the cacti can be poisonous to you, and some are really bad in taste. So it depends on which one you're getting, and knowledge is all the key about it. So what I like from this little book from Bear Grylls, even though it's really basic, it's short. So it doesn't go into explaining to you how to identify which cacti. That it'll say cacti are difficult to identify, and then pass to something else. So there's guide. It's basically lines towards get the knowledge, to master this, and then use it. Again, training is the key of everything. If you never train, you'll never be ready.
Yeah, fair. And okay, though his shows are good for entertainment, but not great for
not training.
Not training. How's the book? Basic, yes, but is it solid knowledge? Is it safe knowledge?
Well, it's not bad. I've enjoyed reading it. It's basic elements of what you need, how to carry your fire. It gives you. It's very short, though. It's very an overview. It'll open your mind towards what you need to know, and now you'll go towards. It's kind of a thick book too. I mean, It's not a bad book. It's every environment in the field.
Fair.
So you're going from the Arctic to the desert and Midwest here in Canada, and then the West Coast and in Great Britain and anywhere else. But
the reason I'm asking that is because I am convinced that he really does know this stuff.
Yes, right? He
did. So like, I'm wondering if, like, obviously in the shows, he's going for the entertainment value,
the extreme and the entertainment. Yes,
exactly. Let me see. I just want to get a few more of those. Dave was asking me how the new drone selection is going. I don't know when I'll be able to even get back to that. I so want a drone, but I have to really. That's gotten the wifely kibosh, so I have to find a way to circle back to that. Maybe 2022 will be my.
If you get the permit, you can work with the drone.
Yeah, that's true. Russell says I can forage a dandelion. Actually, that's a great plant to forage. Those are like 100% edible.
Yes.
You know, I don't forage them because I live in an urban environment, and I do believe that I have always been taught that you don't forage something that's within 100 feet of a large road. So I don't forage the dandelions that I do see. Here's an interesting question by Chris. Are snake bite venom kits available to the public or only at an ER? Is that the kind of thing you can Amazon?
Yes, I think you have some in Amazon. Most likely there'll be more available in region where you have snakes. I know Ontario's got a venomous snake. I saw some when I was at Tobermory, and they indicated to the people, but they're not aggressive, so they're usually either in the sun on a rock and near a water source, but they're not very much a big problem. You just got to be aware.
Right. Just hold on a sec while I boom. Amazon.ca, probably also available at .com, and it's less than $15. So that works with the suction idea, right?
Yeah, that's the pump.
No mess, no creams, no medicine, no needle. Yeah, the thing is, you can suck the venom out all you want, but I would still get my bitch ass to a hospital.
We have no choice because poison has been into you.
Yeah.
By the time you pump it out, there's
It's
still
already in
some
there.
in the bloodstream, so
Yeah,
it's not like an anti-venomous serum.
exactly. I heard a really interesting. Oh, geez, was it Planet Money or was it 99% Invisible? One of the podcasts I listened to, because I listen to many podcasts. They did a whole thing on on exactly this, like snake bite anti-venom and stuff, and how there isn't just one snake bite anti-venom.
Nope.
It's like if you get bit by I don't know, pick something, a cobra, who cares? There's an anti-venom for that specific snake and stuff, and how getting the hell to the hospital right the hell away can be a big difference, because some of these venoms are devastating. Like the way they sort of eat you from the inside out or whatever are very bad news. So you got to get yourself to a hospital as quickly as possible and hope to hell they have the anti-venom for that snake. And if you're like in the Amazon, they'll have anti-venoms for these specific snakes and everything. So,
well, in some region where encounter is more common, they'll have basically kits you can carry with either auto injector or at least an injector of anti-venom, because timing will be crucial.
Absolutely. Hey, Russell.
Hey, Russell.
Howdy.
Big night. You're here early. 20 to 10.
People kept saying, "Where's Russell?"
Wow,
or was it just one person?
It's because it was one
beer. The company.
It was just one person. Damn it. Well, actually, I just wanted to get here before Mallory got here.
She's here. She's here.
I meant on screen.
Okay. Shawnee says thistles have water in the stock. I don't know that. Yeah.
Thistles?
What's thistle?
Rain was moved to a more rural area. Getting internet was a challenge. Happy to be back. Welcome back. Nice to see you. David Evans says, "Can't you just carry some tablets that purify dirty water so you can drink it in a survival situation?" Yeah, there are tablets, or you might have a
straw.
Like a whatever that thing is called. I've got one of those. What the hell's that straw called?
Live straw.
Live straw, yeah. But David, I think we're talking about this more in terms of like survival old wives' tales. Russell, is there another term for old wives' tales? I feel that term is
myths.
Yeah, survival myths. Thank you. Rather than
Glad I could contribute to this conversation.
Yeah. Brother Love says, "I know a popular survival myth. MG will light you afire. No chance. No. Is that magnesium? Is MG magnesium? I think it is. I did not do well in chemistry though, so if I'm wrong, be gentle, folks."
I have a straw somewhere, which is a cheaper.
I have one in the back. Yeah,
a cheaper one than the live straw. I wanted to test. Well, it's difficult to test.
yeah, because the live straw, I think it's disposable, right? You use it and then you get rid of it.
Yep, all of them.
Yeah.
The tablets usually will be Javel. Little Javel.
Javel is crumbs. What is it? Bleach.
Bleach, yeah.
It's bleach.
Or chloride.
Yeah.
So it leaves a taste. And what you can do, there's a trick to gain water. If you have water, first of all, you have to filter it. So either a cloth, either a sand and charcoal stuff that you made with a leg of a pants or something. And then once that's filtered, that's only for the crud and everything.
Yeah.
Then you boil it or purify it with the tabs. Usually there's an amount of tabs per liters that you have, and then you have to let it sit, and then you can drink the liquid.
I admit I'm a big fan of boiling over everything else.
There's a neutralizer that you can that sometimes they sell. They sell the tabs and the neutralizer for the chlor the
chlorine.
The chlorine or the depending on which tabs you're getting, it's kept usually, and they have a due date on it, so they expire.
Absolutely, I have expired crap all over my bug out bag.
But I would use the expired stuff anyway, because it will work to some point.
Just not as well.
Not as well, exactly. So you better get better with a little, than none whatsoever. So, but boiling 20 minutes is one way of doing it.
Oh, would you go full 20? I usually go 5. Do you think 20 is a better way to go?
I think all the books I've read said 20.
20, okay.
But boiling 20 minutes. That means you gotta have
you gotta have a lot of water in that pot.
A lot of water and a big fire.
Yeah.
Because that pot's going to be long to boil.
Yeah.
So if you boil it 10 to 15, you get away a bit with it. But I mean, I've drank straight from the Mackenzie Delta.
Right.
And never got sick. And in the 80s, the end of the 80s, it wasn't the cleanest water source. Right. It was clean, but it wasn't that clean.
It's not chances I'm going to take. I do love this comment from Tenenbaum. Well, dandelions might be edible, but I would avoid the Roundup dressing. Yikes. That is astute.
Yeah.
There's a conversation between David Evans and Brother Love, because Brother Love said essentially what you said, LT. You said that those pills only sterilize. The water is still chunky and not clear. Yeah, because what they don't do is vaporize particles.
Yeah.
Right? They just sterilize the germies.
That's why you have to filter it.
Yeah.
So you can use a coffee filter if you have one with you, if you carry some. Yeah. That coffee filter will keep the crud. So it will will clear it.
Yeah.
And it will remove the particulates, but you won't be able to drink it at that point. You've got to purify it.
Yeah. Brother Love says, if you move to Oz, you are issued a crate of those snakebite kits right at the airport. You may need it by the time you get your luggage. So I want to say hi to Mallory, because she's active in the side chat.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you do want to come on and talk about survival myths, just let me know. Hike with Mike says, I've always heard snakebite kits make things worse. Best to remain calm and walk and contact authorities. Also, many bites are dry bites because snakes don't want to waste the venom. I have heard that many bites are dry bites.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to be knowledgeable. Some of the snakes, you'll see discoloration around the bite when they inject.
Yeah.
If they don't, you might not have anything. But still, again, it's a wound and it's not clean.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So no matter what.
Get to
the hospital. Absolutely. Yeah. Dr. Sharp is with us. And what is he saying? You can keep tablets to kill germs or an ultraviolet light or a water filter. I use water foo. I think he means I use a water filter.
I like water foo.
Water foo.
Yeah.
Waterbender. Oh, that's so geeky. Holy crap.
The ultraviolet light will kill everything in suspension in the water.
Yeah. I like solutions that don't require batteries.
I've
heard that the UV light is very, very good, but I like solutions where I don't have to worry about, if I hit the button, is it going to turn on?
You'll see it, but
you know what? I think the best ones are just those, like the, what are they called? The Berkey, just the pump.
Yeah.
You stick one in the water, pump it in, and then nice clean water.
You've got to maintain them correctly. We've used them in cadets. I've picked up water with that, but one pump where it was taking 20 minutes for a liter. So it wasn't working well at all. Yeah. 20 minutes to pumping.
Yeah.
It wasn't maintained correctly. So
Oh,
So
okay.
you have to maintain
Was
it, and then it went easier.
Yeah.
Like LT, I've used the gravity fed Berkey, which is this bag you hang up,
Yep.
and like the
Yep.
first day it worked great, and then after that it was like drip,
Well, it's because it's getting clogged up with
drip.
crap, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's a big
it's
problem
done.
with them.
It was done. It was over. I threw it out.
And funny thing about the pump system, you disassemble it, clean it in the water you want to filter, and then put it back in.
Everyone say goodnight to Serge. She's got to get going. Yeah. No,
Hi,
I get what you're
Serge.
saying.
But you're supposed
Hey,
to clean
Tyler.
it in the water that you filtered already.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Because that's useful. It's
when
waste your filtered water.
push come to shove, I mean, you have to clean first, and then you hope that you didn't contaminate too much inside the filter.
Yeah. I'd like to say hi to Sharon Q, who joined us about 10 minutes ago. I'm so far behind. I'm sorry, guys.
Sharon, is it Sharon?
Sharon, yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Sawyer Mini, I think is what they're called. They're like this big.
Yes.
You put them on like a squeeze bottle or a bag.
Yes, they're fine. They're fine at first, but when
Guys?
they get clogged up with the stuff.
I'm going to be right back. I want to go find what I have because I think it might be that, but I'm not sure. I'll be right back, okay?
Yep.
Quick, everyone retract your messages. No.
Yes, and channel takeover again.
Yeah.
Calm
the
down,
Sawyer
boys.
Minis are
Calm
amazing.
down.
Jeez,
We've been caught.
you know, I would say let's talk about something really wacky like drinking your own pee, but he beat us to it by like an
Yeah,
hour. So
Yeah.
I don't know where we go
Somehow
from
we
there.
ended up on the tame side.
Hey, Russell, misadventure happened with my number 3.
Oh,
Oh,
how'd that
no.
happen?
I probably got the
Oh,
sewing.
you know what? I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often. You're trying to get your knife in your sheath and like,
yeah, and
it's-
since I have a little round thing on the side which basically bend the sheet a bit when the knife is not in, this one is less susceptible to that. It doesn't have the sewing, but this one is sewn like this.
like this one. If I'm trying to put this one in, I'm like trying to fold that flap up and then trying to get that in there. I'm surprised I haven't cut anything. Well, other than my finger.
So I'll probably end up putting a D-ring in there and riveting it back on, so that way I'll be able to have a like this, a dangler.
Like I've never sewed leather before, but I hear it's a real bitch.
There's this really elegant solution to that problem where they sew it on the bottom instead of the top.
Well, they sewn it both sides.
Oh, it's just
So-
an extra strap. I see.
Yeah, because of the material, because they have a cover, they have a flap
But
for the
guess what
knife
I
not
got in?
falling off.
I picked this up today. My number 1.
Oh, you received your number 1?
Have you batoned it yet?
The what?
Oh, I have plans. What I was surprised at was the size difference between the number 1 and the number 4.
Yeah,
Look at
number
the
3 is
size
also
difference.
very small.
Huge.
Yep.
I had no
Your
idea
number
that
1 is
the number-
probably the same size as my number 3 with a little rounder blade.
like that to me is I wasn't expecting that at all, but that's going to kind of be nice because you're wearing something on your hip every day. You know, the heavy one, you know, kind of becomes a drag. I'm actually looking forward to carrying the smaller one around for a while now.
Yeah, I've never had a problem carrying a heavy knife on my waist because
And
I
but
just
you know
like
what? I think I'm gonna keep the number 1 for well, if I get a deer this fall in the next few weeks, I think that's going to be great for field dressing it.
Yep. I got a new
Yeah.
knife.
You got a new knife, LT? Wow.
I did like you guys did
can't
while
believe it.
finishing the live stream last time. I've ordered one of those Ukrainian knife, but I chose the camping one.
Okay.
Pretty nice.
That's a good looking knife, yeah.
Yep. Same material, full tang, 3.5 stock, about 3.5 mils.
Trial for
That's nice and thick.
Yeah.
So here's what I got. I got a live straw, right? That's your one off.
Yeah.
And what I have is the Sawyer Mini.
Attaboy.
I bought this
Good
because
stuff.
I was supposed to go on a canoe trip with Mr. Martin. I don't know if he's still here. The trip didn't happen, but I still needed to have one of these. Here's a question then: what if you filter your piss?
Through a life straw or a Sawyer Mini?
Through something
Well,
like this?
considering the ramifications of Googling that and how long I'll deal with targeted ads, I'll take one for the team. Let's see. Filtering your own piss.
I'd say you would remove some of the contaminant. My guess.
It's not going to be as good as distilling.
Would you
though.
remove the taste?
I would think there's no way to remove the taste. I mean, some of that stuff is so small. There's no way a particulate filter will catch it.
Well, no, but
Yeah,
you
good
would
point.
if you use charcoal,
Oh, that's a
that
good
would
point.
remove the taste. But still, it's a long process.
Yeah.
Not sure how Google will answer
I mean,
that.
I don't know. The only thing I can think of, because Google just has bad answers, I'll be honest. The only thing I can think of is salt is in solution when it's in your pee. So, I mean, how would you get it out without distilling it? Because now that it's in solution in the water, it's no longer particulate. I mean, it is, but it's like small enough that we call it in solution. So,
If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the particulate.
The only process that would transform your pee
Sorry.
into water is reverse osmosis, which they use in the International Space Station, space exploration, and the military has big units to make water from anything. But it's a very expensive and energy-consuming process. So reverse osmosis, we were not there yet.
there was a good conversation starting about washing Sawyer or like trying to clean Sawyer straws.
I just want to catch up with.
Thank you.
She can't hear if I say hi, right? Can you just say
Just
hi?
say
for me?
hi.
They all say hi. You're on the panel
Hi,
now.
everybody.
I do cobbler stuff. She needs shoes fixed.
I want to check something. Who said that they had to cancel their number 4 knife? I am so far behind in the.
It was David Evans. Yeah.
David, can I show you something here?
You don't have to ask him. Just show it.
Why you gotta be like that, man? I'm trying to be all polite and shift. So at Bushcraft Canada, they sell these things as a kit. Okay, so that's the number 4 kit. All you have to do is stick it together. It comes with everything. I feel like I'm selling these things. I'm not. I'm just saying because I thought about
That's interesting.
the 2 people who drunkenly ordered that knife on the our last conversation. Was it on my live stream or yours, Russell? Mine.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Is it
yes.
bad that I can't remember?
I'm
I
only
did order.
saying mine because did you order?
Yeah, the Ukrainian one.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, you ordered the Ukrainian one. Nice.
Yes.
So look, it's a whole lot less. A whole lot less. $90 is a whole lot less than 140. Or what is it, 150? The number
160.
4 is 160. You know, it's almost like half price. So David, I don't blame you for canceling the full knife, but would this kind of thing be a little less dangerous, shall we say, at home? Nice knife, LT. I'm going to hide it again, but David, if you want the link to that, I feel like a salesman. Sorry. I'm just going to drop it in the side chat. And anyone who wants it.
They're a great knife. Yeah, while you were gone, Jesse, I had a mishaps with my number 3.
You had a mishap? Oh, wow. Okay.
I probably cut the thread with the tip of the knife while sheathing it.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Yeah,
Hey, Colin's here.
So I will add a D-ring in there, and I'll glue and rivet it back.
Right.
So that way I'll have a dangler. Hey.
Right. Nice. I'm just.
Hey, Jess,
hold on a
did
second.
it? You
Yes.
weren't here when I was showing the
Oh, you got the number 1 rosewood handle.
shock, and I was shocked at how small the number 1 is compared to the
Very
number 4.
small. Absolutely. The number 4 is a very big, robust size. The number 1 is much more subtle.
And
Are you
and like
okay?
and like
It's a
half
small
the
knife.
and like half the weight too.
Yeah,
Like it's
much lighter.
What'd you say,
surprising.
Tyler?
Would you all rather have a bigger knife or a smaller knife? Because usually I carry like an axe anyway, and I'd rather have the littler one. This is my first bush knife. This is the Jeff White, either the Bush HD or the original bush knife.
Hold that
But
up.
I ended up. Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah, we like knife.
I have a major thing for Jeff White knives. I think that
Dude, they're great.
they've got like this 17th century look that I love.
Here's what happens when you say, "Hey, I'm thinking about buying a new white knife." LT comes bashing through the wall like Mr. Jello, or wait, not Jello.
No,
Kool-Aid Man.
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid
Man.
Man.
Kool-Aid Man. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I usually don't carry a knife. I carry
Yeah,
a knife.
yeah,
So
That
I don't know
one-
if I could do that.
yeah.
I- so-
I'm
I
a
switch to
4-inch
stuff like that.
knife kind of guy. Yeah, I like that.
And that's
Yeah.
His is like the size of his forearm. I'm like literally from my middle finger to my palm.
That's like when somebody says, "Do you carry a knife, a hatchet, or a saw?" And LT says, "I carry." Yep.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
This is a knife. I'm trying to catch up in the side chat. I'm just giving up. I'm gonna sort of jump a little bit.
but
We're all
seriously,
talking about drinking wine.
this is a specialty knife. But I have a knife that I've carried for my survival with the cadets, which I can do a lot of things. That's the it's a Schrade one. It's a large knife too. So it's the SCHF 9. It's very
Yeah.
thick handle though. I mean, I have large 2x large knife and it's barely able to hold it correctly.
Right.
But it's a 1/4 inch thick. So
LT, how tall are you?
about 6 feet. If 5'11" and a half, so 6 feet with a boot.
Yep.
So my father has even larger hand and he's 6'1", so it's just he's a big fellow. So.
Height is a decent indication of hand size. That's why I was curious.
Here's something we haven't talked about a whole lot. What do you guys? I know a lot of you prefer between 4 and 6 inches, but we've talked to that till the ends of the earth. What about
We're talking
this
about knives,
dimension in
right?
Your knife.
I like
Don't-
about.
I got you to scream about how I already didn't have a nutsack at one point, so I kind of win this one already.
You win.
This
About an
dimension here.
Yeah, I'm
You
good
like-
with about an inch.
That's what I would prefer now, and so I ended up getting a French trade knife that is 4 by about 1, and it's just a clip point, and I really prefer that as compared to the Jeff White ones, because when I want to do fine tasks, like getting in between things and carving curves, I find the back of the knife becomes an issue.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I like about an inch. That one that Russell just held up is about an inch.
That's what I was thinking.
As wide as, yeah.
Did I show that knife, Jesse?
I think you briefly did, because I remember seeing like the 2 pins and then the pin and the hole,
Yeah.
which is a look that I like a lot. Yeah,
These are 1990s Grenier knife, which is a homemade knife. I had a deal at the Marché aux Puces.
that's a stainless, eh?
Yes, it's a stainless. It's 1095 probably. Yeah. That's what he used to use. There's some rust on it. I haven't buffed it yet, but it's signed Grenier 91.
Yeah.
And this one has been grinded. The guy had it for almost 30 years. He had it since 91 to today, so that's 30 years.
It's a real mirror finish on that. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, they
there's
don't
some
rust
there's
that quick,
some
though.
rust on it. I haven't worked on it very much.
Look at what David Evans says. After shipping, that number for us $203. Yeah, it once you add in the shipping, it becomes a much more expensive knife, I find.
Yeah. That's one of the
Shipping's
reasons I took a second for the number 3, because they're expensive.
Cat Mac is bringing us back to the night when Russell and I both got 3 sheets to the wind and ordered our knives.
We've had so many conversations about why alcohol and knives aren't supposed to mix.
Yeah, but not on that level.
almost specifically on that level, if I'm not
Well,
mistaken.
Was it?
It's almost a different conversation. One should not drink in Amazon or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you
and
only
sorry-
drink a beer and
and we
decided
should-
to buy this one.
We should apologize to David Evans too, because he got swept up in that fog
Yeah.
of, that's a cool knife. I want it now.
Yeah. Hey, Zach Fudge is in the house. I am so far behind. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to jump to the end because I can't keep up. I
Hey
can't.
Jesse, just to so you know,
back.
it's the camping of the Ukrainian knife.
Yeah,
that
it's not
I
the same
used.
model as mine, but yeah.
No, I chose deliberately. I wanted to have something different.
Walnut handle.
We walnut handle same, and what I like is the handle fits me. It's a little thin for
Mhm.
my hand, but probably less fatigue when I use it.
Right.
Some people were commenting, I'm not sure, that the edge tend to roll on those.
They're $45 knives. I'll
Of course.
resharpen.
So, but I mean, it's not a bad shape. I like that shape very much.
Zach says, if I need to carve in tight spaces, I use a traditional or a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Raven Cat says, 22 in the chat and only 16 thumbs up. Come on, guys and dolls. Smash those thumbs up. Or the thumbs down if you're hating what I'm talking about. There's one thumbs down, which is probably Russell.
I think. Oh, I changed it back to thumbs up. I think my ultimate would be one day to have a Raspberry Rock knife. To have some designer come along and say, okay, let's do a Raspberry Rock knife. Some design, kind of like this one, with a good knife, good handle in the $100 to $150 range.
I dream of being a big enough channel to even think about that.
Exactly, right?
Survival Lily has a knife in sort of that range, but it's a garbage knife.
Yeah.
Like what you want is a knife maker who, I don't even know how to say that without it coming off kind of stupid. Because in the $150 to $200 range, what I would like is a knife maker who's making a basic knife rather than using like Aussate or something.
Yeah. The worked off, some of the makers I follow in the States are starting using worked off knives. I've not seen their knife at all. There's 3 of them now that have those knives, and they seem to be of decent quality because one of the designers is the same as the Jessex I have, the bigger knife. So.
Okay.
And the other one is the one that made the TFK, which basically is my dream knife.
Right.
Tahoma field knife, which is a 12-inch knife, again, blade knife.
Right. I want to point out what David Evans says. I take full responsibility for my drinking and knife ordering, but thanks anyway. Now, Mal says that the knife she uses most is an X-Acto. We even skinned our goat with an X-Acto knife, and it works great.
Well, yeah, but you can't split wood with it.
Yeah. Sandsox is here. How's it going? You want a Bark River, but I want a Kydex sheath. Sandsox, did you just get a Bark River? Did you recently get a Bark River? Am I remembering that right, or am I completely buggering it? Oh yeah, that's what's that called? That's with the replaceable blades, right?
Yeah.
That's essentially a hunter's X-Acto knife.
I forget what it's called now too. It starts with an H, I think. But this is what I used to skin the deer that I got a couple of years ago now. And it's a replaceable blade. Essentially it's an X-Acto knife, but better.
Yeah, but made for hunting. I like what Brother Love says here. I wish I was skilled enough to do all my stuff with an Opinel. Use skill rather than brute force. Yeah, because the Opinel is like the number 8 specifically. Well, that's the classic one, which is why I like it. But that is a lot of knife for a very low price. They come scary sharp. And if you can keep, they're not high-end knives at all. But if they're just fabulous, like for the price, they're just fabulous. French-made knives. Yeah, there we go. You got a couple. I've got a couple
Beautiful.
too. Yeah, love the Opinel. I feel about the Opinel the way a lot of people feel about the Mora, in that it's cheap and you cannot do better for the price.
I am with you, actually. I'm on Team Opinel.
Yeah, me too.
That's an Italian one.
Is that okay?
from Italy
Old bear.
Like an Opinel competitor kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a.
Yeah, but those have a different lock on them, don't they?
Oh
Am I
yeah,
remembering this right?
exactly. That's the lock.
Yeah.
It's a lever.
Yeah.
Yeah, bought that off my friend from Alberta,
Okay.
and they're made in Italy since 1925. Not sure when Opinel started their knife, but they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Opinel was late 19th century. I would love to say that we're having this conversation at exactly the right time because Raven Cat says you need to get knives that are lower in price. Some of us cannot afford those prices. That
So-
Opinel and Amora will be just perfect.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat
Well,
it. Not for the price.
what? When Cecilia said that, I was thinking like $50-$60 range. Like, what do you got in that range? That's
Jeff White stuff.
Jeff White's
stuff
and
is
Condor
a lot
stuff.
of that.
Yeah,
What range are we talking about?
Like
50,
50 to
$60.
60 bucks. Yeah.
Of course,
I
that's,
re-
for me, it's
I-
50-60 US for Jeff White.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
for Jesse, it's like $100.
Yeah, like 75 to 100. But I am still dying for a Jeff White Nesmith. Absolutely.
Me too. So is everyone else.
have a
Yeah.
few more drinks. You'll get there.
Yeah, got some visit.
That's
Not
not, a
tonight,
knife.
Russell.
That's
This is
not
a
a
knife.
knife.
No,
I don't have a knife on me. Like, this is a knife.
Yeah,
I just want to catch up with the. So yeah, Raven Cat. We're talking about lower price knives. And okay, so Sand Socks, you're still waiting for your Bark River. Work Tough Gear works with Prepared Mind 101 and Wingman 115. I do know Prepared. I don't know him personally, but I know exactly who Prepared Mind 101 is. I've watched him a lot.
yeah, that's Chris Tanner, and Wingman
Yeah.
115 is what's his name? Anyway, I call him Wingman, and I have his channel badge here, and we exchange it a lot. So, yeah, and Andy Tran,
Austin's here. Hi,
and
Austin.
Andy Tran is the third one that works with Work Tough Knife. He has a very small companion knife, about 2.5-inch blade.
Yeah.
Because he's the maker also for the Tops Tauma fill knife, which is
Yeah.
a huge knife also.
Yeah. I like this. Oops. That's not what I meant to say. This one. I agree 100%. A lot of why I'm drawn to them. I scored a bunch for free from the airport security confiscations years ago.
Yeah, those guys throw them away and then resell them to their friend. Well,
Yeah. Chris says something that
Throw them
LT
away.
would probably agree with.
yes,
Rika is another decent one. Yeah, you've got a few of those, don't you?
Reich. Yes, it's Reich, the name.
I'm not
Yeah.
even familiar with Rico.
Mal, yes, Sharon Q does have a channel, but it's Sharon Q. What is your channel? Like the channel with the videos called? Sandstock says those little black cat knives always make eyes twinkle.
There's one of them.
Yeah.
Is that one of them? No, that's not one of them.
Look it up.
Nope, not that one. Sorry about that. That's
That looked like one of them. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the same model they have, but it's another make.
It's quite a modern profile, though.
Yeah. So
They make a lot of different things though.
P865. The blade is 14C28N. They're all 14C20 Sandvik steel. This is a nice one. All
Zach
stainless.
says Condor is a great high value brand. Yeah, that's the one we haven't mentioned yet, but they sit right in the price range, like $50 to $70 kind of deal. You know,
Of course, if you want to go super budget, it's funny to say it, but cold steel for the value that you get is not that bad.
that Canadian belt knife, which you do not batten with, was like $14, and I battened with it anyway.
Oh yeah, I did too.
I need to buy one just so I can do that and then post it.
Just do a video of you battening.
Yeah,
10
the
minutes of
one
just like
knife,
in
though.
slow motion. Yes.
I'll get my Yeti X just like really close to the action, so that it does the thing where it's super bassy, and then I'll slow it all the way down.
So I've got five of the Reich
Yeah.
All the same steel. They've got newer one coming out now. It's not bad. It's folders. They have straight blades, full fixed blades.
Yeah. Tyler, how did you get the link for tonight?
You sent it to me as well. You're on top of it, dude.
I'm so on top of it.
You're faster than your own yourself.
Yeah.
To quote one of my favorite characters, sometimes the words come out faster than he can think of them.
Yeah, same here.
I see that Russell did Sharon a solid by sharing her channel, which is nice.
Nice.
If you want to check it out, do the right click.
Go see her stuff.
Go see her stuff.
Oh, what I wanted to say, the other thing, Cold Steel, other value stuff that Cold Steel makes, they make a series of tomahawks that are really, really good value.
Yeah.
Most people don't really know about those, but they make, I'm almost positive it's a carbon steel tomahawk, and they're like constantly sold out, like the Frontier Hawk and the Trail Hawk. Yeah, they're 1050 series carbon steel, which is perfect for a tomahawk. And they're on a hardwood handle, it's a solid head. Sometimes I can't remember if they have a pin through the head or not, but I mean, drilling out a brass pin is not that hard.
Some in the model, I think.
I've never seen one in real life, but yeah, I've seen them online a lot.
I got to use one. They're really, really good. Just, any other axe, get it, sharpen it, use it.
Nice.
The Ontario Rat 1. It's not a bad knife. For the price, Aussie. So
I have one big concern always when I buy these outdoor folders is that they're folders.
Yep.
And I'm never sure how well they're going to hold up to doing tasks. Because when I'm outdoors, right, I'm constantly putting stress on the very spot between the blade and the handle. Because, I mean, that's what you need to leverage through something. You need to get your hand as far down the handle as you can and, get pushing. I always worry about an outdoor folder snapping right at that spot.
I've battened with the equivalent of the Rat 1. It's a Ganzo 727 and 440C. I've battened and it survived.
That's impressive for a folder.
Yeah. But, mind you, I didn't batten a brick. I battened some branch. I mean, you got to go with what you have. If you're using the Rat 1, well, you want something very small, like not thicker than your thumb, because you're going to break it for sure.
That's true. The other thing to think about is program compliance. Will you carry the knife? Everyone's like, "Oh, I want such and such a knife," and they think of choppers like you carry, but in the end of the day, like that never makes it into the backpack. So buying a knife for program compliance is surprisingly difficult for some people because we all become weight weenies, or at least I do, right at the last second.
That's why I have a web kit, basically military web load-bearing web kit. So that's where this one resides. So I have shoulders, and maybe I should show it. That would be easier.
Yeah. It might be what I'm familiar with in the U.S. is molly webbing. Is that what you're talking about?
The Canadian one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that stuff is great. My chest rigs are on here somewhere.
So basically, fanny pack. That's my survival kit and utility kits. Water bottle, and the knife resides here. And I've got forks, and a C5 knife and fork spoon.
How about that?
Yep.
Nice. Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
Not sure if you guys familiar with those.
No, is it like a folding apparatus?
No. It's they've slipped together. This one's
Maybe
kind
spoony
of
forky.
knife, fork,
spoony
and
forky.
spoon
Oh, very nice.
that you slip into the knife.
Yeah. Is that Canadian Forces issue?
Yep. This one is 81. I have an 83 also.
How hard are those to get in the U.S.? I kind of want one. That's kind of genius.
I'm pretty sure we can set you up if they. Hey, Drops is here. Drops down in the garden.
Yeah, they're kind of rare now because the Canadian forces went away with that.
What are they issuing now?
They don't because ration have a spoon in it.
Right. But man, I remember those were like everywhere for my whole life. Oh yeah,
C5 knife.
yeah.
Some are marked US. This one is a Camillus 1989.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the least cutting tools in history,
Yeah.
but you can sharpen them a bit. But they've got the famous can opener.
Will they hold after you sharpen them?
So that
The edge, will it hold an edge after it's sharpened, or does it just kind of take it and?
well, as soon as you're going to use it, they're gonna go dull pretty quickly. They're not that great for steel, but they're collectible. So that's my web thing when I go in the woods and I can't carry a backpack. So that's a 6-inch. That's a 4-inch belt. That's why I need a very wide sheet. Like this one is barely able to go on it.
Here's a question from David Evans. What do people think of multi-tools like a Leatherman? I will say one thing. Yeah, yes, but also several months ago I had my stepsister. I interviewed my stepsister because she's a spokesperson for Wounded Warrior Canada and stuff, but also she works for the Royal Canadian Air Force training cadets, and specifically she used to teach and now runs the Air Cadet Survival Camp, Esquimalt, I think, somewhere in BC. No, on Vancouver Island. I don't remember. Somewhere in BC.
Comox.
She's maybe Comox, yeah. And what they issue to their cadets for that survival camp is Leathermans. You can't beat the choice of tools. So
Yeah, but again, it's a folder.
Yeah,
That was going to be my concern. Yeah, is when you get to beating on a folder, there's only so much you can do with them before they start to really show that.
yeah. But are we talking about a survival tool or a bushcraft tool, right? The nice thing about something like a Leatherman, or I think I might prefer the Swiss Army knife, is that it fits in your pocket. You know, like you don't need a sheath. It's not a sheath knife. You know.
Wow.
I don't know how the hell you did that, but that's impressive.
Well, cutting a electrical wire.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not mine. I got gifted the broken tool, so I'm going to exchange the
Oh, right, because
on warranty. So
yeah.
But I mean, if we look at the steel,
It's nice, tight grain. Oh, maybe not.
the grain is not that great.
It's actually pretty big.
Yep. So,
Spent too long in the bath.
yep, and it's a Letterman charge. They're not that cheap.
Yeah.
So, but
That's surprising.
yep, any of those will break eventually. But again, knives will break eventually.
Drops Family Garden says, I have a bug out bag with mostly survival stuff, water purification, mess kit, 4 season sleeping bags, tarps, fire sword, paracord, etc., and a few knives. Yeah, I think a lot of people who watch our channels here have something very similar. I don't, hilariously. I used to, but I haven't had a go bag in a long time.
Well, I always have my I have a 1950 some old rucksack from like its Vietnam era, and it was Canadian issued, and that's my preferred bag, and I always usually have that one ready. But I have also an Alice pack. I think it's a medium, yeah, and That's the one I use for the kit I bring with the cadets. So I always bring
Yeah.
surplus stuff in case I'm wet or something like that, which happened never.
Yeah.
Or almost. I mean, pair of socks and a t-shirt is the most I pull out in a weekend.
Right.
And not because I'm not doing anything, it's because I usually don't do like the cadets. I'll spend my day kneeling in the snow. So
Right.
You're lucky. I once destroyed a pair of moccasins.
Yes, you did, and you told that story, and I loved that. I mean, I didn't love this. Like, I wasn't Schadenfreuding your pain or anything, but it was a good story. Like, it was a good.
So mad.
It was a teaching moment.
It was a very good teaching moment.
I think I've never heard about it. Sorry about that.
All right, time to roll the die. Let's see if we tell the story. All right, pick a number between 1 and 20.
18.
All right.
10.
Well, I
Minus
don't
2.
have to tell the story. I rolled a 3.
Oh, I thought you were doing a saving throw.
No, I'm kidding. I'll tell the story if you want.
Yeah. Come on, tell the story.
My dad, actually, that's the pack I was wearing. My dad, this guy right here.
That one right there.
Yeah, my dad and I were hiking in Manistee on the western side of Michigan. And
You're not pointing at the pack. We're pointing at the pack.
That pack. That
oh,
one.
I'm just pointing at you guys. We had gone hiking in Manistee on the eastern side of Michigan. It was kind of the wet side of summer, but it was really, really nice and toward the tail end for us. So the bugs weren't actually that bad anyway. Mostly mildish temperatures given the humidity. So it was a great weekend to go hiking. We had planned 3 days, but as Michigan is apt to do, the weather forecast changed pretty quick.
By the way, Tyler, here.
Nice.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, these one have bottle openers on the side of the knife.
Someone
Because
should signal
why
me
not?
that link.
Yep.
Anyway, as it's apt to do, like wet side of summer in Michigan, the weather changed for our forecast. So taking a look at our maps, we're about halfway through the loop. We decide might as well try and beeline it back to the car. So we look on the map, and oh god, the smell. Anyway, we look at the map. The key says mostly just dried wetland between us and the car. But it's the wet side of summer, and you all see where this is going. We get to navigating, and we follow a high logging road where they build up the grade for quite a bit, and they put a bunch of gravel and then dirt and gravel and dirt. It's very stable, so we hiked on that until it ran out. The problem was it ran out. Right. So you get on the wet side of a Michigan summer in a river valley, and it becomes a problem. Because I am wearing knee-high moccasins. I'll be right back. I'll get my new ones because they're pretty much the same thing, just different finish.
Halfway through his story, he leaves.
Well, at least it doesn't leave the field of view yet.
Yeah, I'm getting better at that. I leave the field of view even when I'm doing a Facebook live stream. Nowadays,
Yeah.
right?
These things. I was wearing a pair of these things. I hike in them still. They're fantastic. You yell at me all you want, but I've been doing it for enough years that I don't care what anyone thinks.
Well, your feet at least are used to it.
Yeah, my feet and my ankles are super strong. I'm actually wearing my Appalachian Trail shirt right now. They called me Ibex while we were on the Appalachian Trail, like the mountain goat. But
Yeah.
so
Okay.
the logging grade ran out, which was an issue because I'm wearing 40 pounds of gear. My dad is wearing 40 pounds of gear, and I am in moccasins. And we are in what we thought was supposed to be a dry wetland. And I know you all know the smell of a wetland that's dried, gotten wet again, grown enough duckweed, and then started to dry out to the point where it just smells like, the most god-awful swamp smell. And I trudged through, I can't remember if it was a quarter mile or 1.5 miles, somewhere in there. It was less than 2 miles.
Okay.
But no amount of trudgery through that is okay for a pair of leather moccasins. So this is the only time I've ever filled a pair of moccasins with anything other than my feet. So we got back to the car. My moccasins were garbage. They were unsalvageable. We opened the trunk. I took off my pants, my socks, my moccasins, rolled them up in our dry bag, left them in the trunk, and we drove the whole 6 hours. And that's how I destroyed one of the most expensive pairs of shoes I've ever had in like an hour and a half.
That was the dry bag and the pants.
Dry bag was fine. It's dry bag. The pants, I don't remember. I don't have them anymore, obviously.
How expensive were the boots?
The boots, I think a little over $300. They were footskins.
Yeah.
They were bad. I tried to save them when I got home, but it, yeah, no.
$300 by the way.
Yeah, that's 400 Canadian.
That's like
So
300
I
US.
have
That's
another
like
pair.
370 metric.
These have been dipped in beeswax so many times I can't even explain it. But no, I put custom sole edge on all of them, and it's different now. But
So
that was a learning experience.
you've added some sole on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they actually come with a canoe sole, but I custom cut. This is like a Vibram sole material. It comes in you can buy it in a flat sheet. I can't remember where I bought it. I don't even know if they make it anymore. I just have a stack of it in the shop. But I cut the sole profile of what I walk on, and then I put it on the bottom. I rough both sides, and then I can't remember what Barge Cement's other competitor is. It's the one cobblers use a lot. I got a can of that. And now I just buy that whenever I do soles. But yeah, the moral of the story is don't go navigating on old maps. And if you are going to navigate, you really need to know what you're doing. Like use some reasoning skills, because the mistake is when we're like, oh yeah, it's a dry wetland. The key says it is. No, it's not. It's been raining for 2 weeks, dude. Of course it's not a dry wetland. It's turned into clay and rotten.
Not anymore, they say.
The suck.
Not anymore, they say. Yeah.
It's turned into the suck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had a similar experience, but I was walking. I came out with barely the sole of my combat boots smeared. Cadets were ankle deep into mud. So one of the cadet came to me, and he's a large fellow. He's bigger. He's almost bigger than I. And he looks at me and he looks at my boots and says, "Why don't I have mucks on your boots?" The answer was, I look where I put my feet. And I was walking on top of what was floating.
Right.
Instead of treading through. So I was kind of lucky, but it worked. We were on the edge of the wetland. Happens.
Yeah, I mean,
but I read the map, so I knew where I was going. So
you look for good spots to walk, but there's only so far you can go before it all turns into mud.
Yeah, when you're in mud, you're in mud. I mean,
yeah,
that's a fun story. It's frustrating, but I always get to pull out my favorite mucks, so it's okay.
Right. And are those the footskins as well?
Yeah, these are also footskins. I think they're a little cheaper now, actually. I can look it up, but I know they make them still. Footskins USA. Let's see.
I have a request, Jess. I have a request.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. After Tyler's done talking about his feet, I want to hear about Mallory's harvest. We got to get Mallory in here to talk about her harvest. You guys mind? I mean, we've talked about knives and stuff.
Well, they don't make the buffalo hide ones anymore, apparently.
What do they make?
It looks like they make cowhide and deer tan now, but they're a little cheaper. They're $220 for cowhide. Deer tan are like $236. That's both US though.
But there's something about buffalo hide, though, right?
It's really, really durable. I think mine is actually.
LT, what is that?
It's my little wolf. No, that's my oldest dog. That's the only one remaining from the 3 original you see in the videos. If you look at my video.
I can't tell if that's a dog pretending to be a cat or a cat pretending to be a dog.
No, it's a dog pretending to be a wolf.
Oh
yeah, she's.
I got one of those.
She's 20. She's 20 pounds about. She's 8 years old, and it's a skipper key. It's a Belgian type of dog. It's a barge dog. Skipper key is meaning small captain. Skipper, like a skipper of a boat.
Skipper.
So. Same acronym. Lots of fluff here. Pointy ears. Very intelligent. And
Right.
she was the boss.
Brother Love says, teaching people how to walk is actually a thing in the out of doors. We often take that skill for granted when we are used to it until we see someone who is not. When I used to go hunting, I went with 2 Mohawks. And I don't buy into the whole, noble savage thing or any of that stuff. But man, I could not hear these guys in the woods.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
just
next
couldn't.
level.
And they were
Some of them using the techniques of walking on the balls of the feet. They're putting their feet down not from the hill, but from the ball of the feet.
on the ball, yeah. And I think
going-
that's what they were doing because
Going to the hill. It's not an easy way of doing it.
Well, it does help though. When you start on the ball and you roll to the outside of the foot and then back down to the heel, you get the advantage of being very stable, because if you do it the other way where you step on the ball across the inside to the heel, your ankles want to buckle.
Yeah.
That's one of the things you learn when you walk flat-footed in these. Is if you roll along the outside, your ankles need to be strong because you can still buckle outward, but having that part of your leg in tension in that direction is much stronger than someone who does it on the inside. So when someone sprains or rolls their ankle, they almost always do it to the inside.
right. Russell, you'll be glad to know that I sent an invite to Mallory over Facebook
What?
Maybe
Why? Why would you do that?
so that
Oh
she
my
would tell
God.
you because you asked you wanted to hear about the harvest. Why you gotta be all cruel and
If
mean
I-
now?
You know what?
Hey.
You know what I do? I don't
Hey.
give a shit about Mallory's harvest. I just want to see her drinking this box of wine.
Can you give us a quick trial version just to get us all set up? For...
Oh,
give me like a 5 minutes, and I'll spring it on you.
Yeah,
well,
Mallory shows up
at
and
least-
immediately like dance monkey.
At least
Yeah.
show us the box of wine.
Oh,
It's already empty.
Nice.
You had Big
I was
House
gonna
last
say,
time I
She's
saw that.
swinging that around like there's nothing in it.
no, hey,
That's
it's
'cause she's been
because I'm so
online all night.
strong. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
I'm
absolutely.
so strong.
I've been watching live streams all night.
No, man.
It's good to see you, Mallory.
like-
Good to see you.
I didn't want to come up here while you guys were talking knives because I never have anything interesting to add
wait.
on knives
Show
because
us the X-Acto knife.
I don't even know where it is right now.
I think we should take up a fund to get Mallory an actual knife that she can have on her belt for like gardening and this and that.
Oh,
If
please,
the French
please.
trade knife ever comes back in stock, I will personally get her one.
Oh,
All
what?
right.
I think we
The
should
French-
pull together and get her a Bear Grylls knife.
Yeah, because that's tonight in a nutshell, right? That's tonight's live stream in a
I
nutshell.
have a Bear Grylls knife. I haven't even opened out the package. I think I got it for Christmas one year.
I used to have a Bear Grylls, the ultimate, the ultimate.
I bought Ben a knife for his birthday, like a nice buck hunting knife, but I never bought myself one, and nobody's ever bought me one either. So I don't put my money there. That's all.
I'm gonna go ahead and post that link in the chat so everyone can go look at the Jeff White trade knife or the French trade knife.
I actually won one in a giveaway, but I gave it to Grace because I had won the giveaway. I was in the chat with Grace, and I was like, you know what? I'm just here for. I didn't want to win anything, and so Grace was the next one that was able to choose the prize.
Huh. What was the knife? Do you remember?
I don't
You probably
remember
don't.
what it was. Grace would have to comment on that.
See, David Evans says, I will donate to buy Mallory a knife fund. And I would totally get in on that, except Mallory's just going to lose whatever knife, was purchased. And she'd go back to her X-Acto knife.
That's why we get her the Bear Grylls because it's got orange in the handle, so it's easy to find if you drop it in long
Wait,
grass.
you're not
He
keen
said-
on dipping a Jeff White in bright orange plasti dip?
Not so much.
We
sin.
could send her a companion, a Mora. That would be a first start. If
Yeah.
she doesn't
Come in
lose that
blaze
one,
orange.
we'll get the Jeff White.
Yeah.
Or
Oh.
one of the hey, I have the solution. $6.99. Mora like.
Oh, actually, I have one of those.
Yeah,
I think.
Chinese.
Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? I think I have the exact same one. It's in my kitchen. It's in my kitchen.
Yeah. Ponatsu Sport Shop, they come to $6.99.
Yeah, I swear.
Every
I
so
think
often.
that's the only knife that I have. Wait a minute. I think I have one.
Hold
This
on,
message
hold
retracted
on.
work in
Wow.
real life. I don't have to buy the French trade knife anymore now.
Whew.
Right.
She's safe.
She's really getting into this conversation with it. What other knives does she have in her kitchen?
Benchmade folder.
A
She gave a
Benchmade
nice
folder.
Yeah,
She's
Benchmade.
gonna pull out this like Japanese like folded 6 times knife, and we're like,
Benchmade's pretty
holy
good.
shit!
Crumbs, a Benchmade folder. Nothing wrong with that. Next time Mallory wins a knife, I want her to give it to me. Benchmade folder. Jesus.
Where is he, by the way? Is he just
Yeah,
in his
she-
knife room?
And it was probably a 940, Jesse. The
Oh,
one
if it was a 940, I would.
It's the same casing, but the knife isn't there, so I probably used it for something else. But yeah, it was a good knife for cutting
Mallory.
steak.
either blue or red.
Right? It was blue.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
same case, but
Yeah.
they don't stay in here.
well, they do,
Mallory.
pretty much. But what I did is, since I put lanyards on it, one of the I just put a loop through,
Yeah.
and then I bend over the loop, and
Hey, Grace. What
Yeah, because
model?
I
of
would bend over
Benchmade
in the
was that?
garden and it would just fall out.
yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
Boom.
There's Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
go.
How's it going?
That's
I want to say to Grace, do you remember what model of Benchmade folder that was? If it's 940 LT, I'm gonna go nuts.
yeah, probably that would be the top.
That's because I want the 940 like I want Mila Kunis. It's like I
You want
shouldn't
me
have
to
said
pull
that.
out my copy 940?
No, it's
You know
okay. I
he's
don't-
real when he mentions Mila Kunis.
Yeah, well, I try to stay more woke when I'm online. So I
Mal-
regret
Mallory,
saying
if you find that knife at the bottom of your tool chest kind of thing,
Yeah, she answered 940 carbon. No, is that her?
No,
That's
that
Garland.
wasn't her. That wasn't her. I saw
Yeah,
it. That was Chris Garland. I was like, what? But no.
the bottom of my toolbox, Russell.
no, I'm just saying if your knife ended up at the bottom of your tools, like a tool chest or a tool like, so you're pulling out wrenches and stuff and screwdrivers, and at the bottom is your 940 carbon. People aren't going to be very happy here.
No.
No.
Knives.
I've
This
I've
knife
shot-
that I got was actually, it wasn't $6.99. It was $14.99. And
yeah,
I bought it the same day that I bought the buck for Ben, which was like almost $100. And I was like, oh, I'll just get myself this one. And I kept it in the kitchen. And
that was probably
Probably
at the
dirty.
Ponatsu shop.
yeah.
Ponatsu shop, they have sales all the time, and they come to $6.99.
Wow.
So that's why I bought the red one, because I already had 2 blue ones.
Yeah.
So
And it cuts really good.
the blue ones were better. This one is a little effy on the edge compared to the blue one.
I use it as a steak knife, actually, because my steak knives are really, really crappy. So
My steak knives are by Opinel.
Yeah.
I do want to say hi to Dennis from Canoe Hound. I love this comment. Doing great now. I can breathe. I want to say to everyone who didn't. I see that like some of you guys were watching Canoe Hound. We're watching Dennis before you were watching mine. Tonight, Dennis had Les Stroud on. If you haven't seen the episode, I strongly suggest you check it out tomorrow. I will be watching parts of it that I missed tonight. Dennis, I spent most of your live stream watching in the aisle of a supermarché. Somebody
What?
help me out here. What the hell's a Mallory?
Grocery
the
store.
superstore.
Grocery store. Yes.
Grocery store.
I was standing in the aisle of a grocery store. I was
Trial
buying
version.
stuff for my kids' lunches, and I was like watching the live stream. So when I got home, I put it on my laptop, and then I ran downstairs to ask my question. But it was a very good live stream. For the maybe 2 of you who don't watch Dennis's stuff, get your bitch asses over there. His live streams just keep getting better and better. And man, I really liked tonight's. It was knocked it right out of the park tonight. Absolutely.
That was a great
What a
show. It was
cool
great. I was really surprised. Like, well, I shouldn't have been. Like Les Stroud is very smart, and he was so quick to answer some of those questions, and very a high level of intelligence happening there. I was blown away. It was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I was glad to see how he was rather than what I thought he could have been like. Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah.
You know, like that
Oh
philosophy.
yeah,
like,
he was
Yeah.
completely real. He was like down to earth
Very-
and completely real. It was awesome.
and very generous with his time, and so I thought that was a terrific episode.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to watch it as a podcast while I'm harvesting or something. I've been missing everything on YouTube these days. I've been missing everything. Like we put the kids down at 7:30, and then we watch maybe a couple episodes. Me and Ben together. It's like our only time together. And then at around 9:30, 10 is like my time to edit and work.
Yeah.
So like even live streaming for me is like in being on live streams or watching live streams, it's just too much. I need to get stuff done.
Well, you know, your life and mine are very different. But what I do is I have my YouTubes on while I'm doing like the dishes or laundry or whatever. I kind of feel that as someone who YouTubes in an active sense, I try my damnedest to at least watch the other YouTubers who are subscribed to me.
Yeah.
I feel that it's being a team player kind of thing, but it's so bloody hard because there are so many more of them than there used to be.
Yes.
So
It's
can't
impossible
keep
for
up.
me. It's impossible for me to watch them all.
Yeah.
There's just too many of them. And like while I'm harvesting or doing a recipe, I have my recipe on my phone and my computer's on the other side of my house. I'm not going to like, you know.
And it's hard to watch the YouTubes while you're out, like, I don't know, picking potatoes or whatever. You're going to be doing potatoes pretty soon, I imagine.
Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday.
Any guesses of how many pounds of potatoes I'm going to pull out?
I remember your last potato episode, and I wonder.
Yeah, because I'm going to weigh them all this year.
Yeah.
And Ben's going to help me. We're going to do a video together. So
Nice.
I'm going to try to make him smile and not look so serious.
He's fine. He's fine on camera. In fact, I think. Anyway. Grace says, I don't remember the model, but I do remember retail was about $175. Grace is in the United States. That's a 940. That's a 940, and that kills
Just like
me.
this one.
Wow.
Huh?
It
Just like
kills
this
me.
one, Jesse.
Maybe.
And that was Justin from Waypoint Outdoors that did that giveaway when they did that 7-day winter survival.
The Benchmade 940 is like my unicorn knife.
The Grail knife.
It's the holy grail knife, and you know, I'm afraid of getting one and being like, wow, I've really wanted a piece of crap for so long, but I don't think that's how I'm going to react if I ever get my hands on one.
Hey, Jesse, where's your 727? The one I gave you.
It's in the car.
Oh, you found it.
It's in the car. Yeah, it's between the two front seats.
Because that's the problem with your 940. You'll probably lose it again.
No, it's impossible to lose it when I hang it in a glass case and only take it out for special bushcrafting occasions.
Well, you need one of those break in case of emergencies or break in case of apocalypse.
Yeah.
Damn it! There goes the world. Zombies are coming. Clink.
Yeah.
Brother Love, I think I have around like maybe 175 or 200 square feet of potato beds. Like
What does that translate to?
a lot. It's like I have 30-inch beds, right, by about 25 to 30 feet long, and I have 2.5 of them.
Jesus, that sounds like a lot of potatoes.
That sounds like
maybe 3.5. I don't know.
that sounds
2.5.
like 100 kilos of potatoes. Cat Max says, so I was cleaning and found a knife in the nightstand, which is random, in a leather sheath. U.S. Camille NY. I would guess it has been some wars. U.S. Camille New York. LT, do you know anything about that?
I'd say it's a Camillus, but made in New York. Maybe you should send a picture.
Oh, look, U.S. Camillus. Look what I just put down
Camillus,
below.
yeah.
New
U.S.
York,
Camillus, New York.
And are Camillus the ones who do a series of Les Stroud knives?
Yes.
Are they any good, by the way?
Not really.
Not the Les Stroud ones are not.
They're the Bear Grylls type of Chinesium knife.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
don't
that
get the
sucks.
Les Stroud ones. They make a Bushcrafter that's pretty nice, though.
Well, and also,
Somebody-
I mean, Hella makes Les Stroud series of knives, which are very nice.
yeah.
I mean, if you like the Hella, I would, yes, they're very nice.
The carnivorous that they sell, I've heard bad things about it. So it's kind of machete. It's a long, thin knife, and seems to be not cutting very much. And they're cheap. They're cheap
Right.
in price, and unfortunately, they seem to be cheap in Chinesium too.
Right.
So I've never pulled the
And-
plug and buy one.
Well, it's funny because of the Les Stroud knives, I quite like the Hella ones, but I have never felt the need to go for one of the Camulus. But I mean, I feel that Camulus makes better knives that aren't sort of the Les Stroud knives. Am I wrong about that?
I'm not sure. The problem with the companies, and it's all companies, is at one point they're making great stuff like Schrade. Then they
Yeah.
got bought over and they decide to use equivalent.
Right.
Well, equivalent is never as good as the original.
Yes, true.
Because Schrade was using Chinese or Taiwan. For the SCHF9, it was a Taiwan manufacturer that did the hardening, the tempering, and it was great. And the JSX I have, the big large one, when they went for Smith and Wesson, they decided to change the factory, and they were breaking like tinder.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, Jess. A quiz question. You know what that is?
A what question?
A quiz.
A magnet?
your hand.
No.
Okay, that's a pocket bellows.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You know that. All right, that's you who bought one. I bought one. You bought one, isn't it?
I think the pocket bellows is a crazy good purchase. They're so cheap, and for getting like targeted when you're trying to start a fire. I'm also a big fan of like doing this, but the pocket bellows is better.
Yeah.
You know. Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't remember it was you who told me that you had ordered.
Oh yeah, so good. So I mean, so bloody cheap. Such a simple tool.
Yep.
And so effective. You know.
So now that we've gone through the knives, is what we're talking about.
We were supposed to be talking about old wives' tales, survival old wives' tales.
I
Things that-
thought we were trying to give a shit about Mal's harvest.
You know, it's so hard.
Wow, I can't believe
It's
how you
so
put
hard
that. We're
to work
trying
with.
to give a shit about your harvest.
Yeah,
It was
Mal.
actually to quote you, believe it or not.
actually, yeah.
You began this with, actually, I don't give a shit about Mal's harvest. And all of us were trying to.
You just wanted to see my beautiful face and my
He
hair.
wants
my
to
crazy
see you
hair.
in bangs. For God's sakes, woman,
Gosh.
get bangs.
He wanted to see me swish my hair around because
Yeah,
he
that's true.
just always ouch. This is why I'm chopping it off next week.
Next week.
Yes.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so like,
Chop it off.
what's
All.
funny though is since you joined us, like 6 times you were like, "Oh shit, nope, can't do that." Oh nope, no beehive going on here. I can't.
Yeah, little beehive.
It's my
But- oh,
seriously, I cannot stand my hair. It's too heavy, and it's like it'll sag on one side if I tie it up, and it's just annoying.
So why'd you bring it down? Why didn't you leave it in the beehive?
I wish I could have. My hairdresser wasn't there though.
What do you mean you wish you could have? It was. You just took it down. What?
Wait, you mean in the bun? Like this?
It looked like a beehive. It was like 3 feet tall.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so. It's annoying like that too.
Oh.
Hey,
I just-
Taylor,
I hate
you
my
were
hair.
talking. Sorry about that. You were talking about classic knives, weren't you? Earlier in the knives you're carrying all the time.
Tyler?
Peter?
Yeah.
Classic
Yeah.
knives?
Well,
Well,
classic style. Like,
Oh, yeah. Old timers and trades and stuff.
oh
You know
yeah,
what
old
that-
timers. Yeah.
You know what that knife reminds me of?
This one?
Trial virgin.
There
What?
it is. All right.
Yay!
That's enough internet for one night.
Yeah. That's a case knife, which I bought because it
Sorry,
was
I had to
different.
do it.
Yeah.
It's
I
part
got
of
a
the
couple
Mal
of others.
magic on the
I
Jesse
got a couple
channel.
of others.
Sorry, stole your thunder, LT.
Yeah.
I still
I've
want
got a Burple.
one that's nice.
Huh? I've got a Burple.
They're all nice and shiny.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're brand spanking new, or almost brand spanking new.
Yeah, I still got to find one of those for my Nesmic trio for if I ever get to the woods again. You know, the little one blade.
Yes.
Oh, the
Yeah.
reverse one.
Yeah, the real simple 2-blade, like the straight up Nesmic trio, right? One Nesmic knife, one little grandpa's style pocket knife, and one little double-headed axe. I have the double-headed axe. I have a Norland.
Like this one.
Well, yeah, except that those are both on the same side.
Yeah, they open separately. I think
Yeah.
Old Timer actually still makes
Boomerang
one that
style.
opens separately.
Yeah.
All right. I know it's only 5 till, but my my lovely partner is asking for dinner and bedtime, so I think I'm gonna get off. Goodbye,
Tell your
everybody.
partner to hang on for a minute. No, just kidding. All right,
It's
say
pretty
hi for
tight.
me, and I'll speak to you later.
See
Yeah,
everyone.
that style. Yeah. Good night, Tyler.
Oh,
Good night, Tyler. Yeah, this one's a Rough Rider.
Yeah.
The other one were case.
That looks dangerous.
Well, you're only using one side at a time.
I know.
I love it. Mal, you might do a TikTok when you cut it.
Yeah, I won't do it on YouTube, but I might do it.
Hey,
TikTok.
Mal,
What?
reminder me. I did the very first TikTok I did, the very first Raindance TikTok I did.
Yes,
I
want to
did
see it.
specifically because of a conversation we had, but you didn't
Yes.
stitch it. So I need you to stitch it.
I'm sorry, I didn't
'Cause
do
it was-
that.
Specifically referring to something
I
I don't
will-
remember.
You
Because
know what? The other day, I was getting my torch out and I was lighting my cigarette, and I was like, "Oh, I remember Jesse's TikTok because I got the torch out, and I was like, I gotta go do that."
You're lighting a smoke with a torch?
Yeah,
You
I
are so
completely-
badass.
Well, it's because I keep on losing on my lighters, and my friend came over the other day and he's like, "Oh, Mallory, by the way, I owe you 3 lighters." I'm like, "How in the world did you steal 3 lighters from me
I'm
in
sorry,
like
but-
the 30 minutes you've been here?"
If you're lighting your smokes with torches,
I
that's the
guess.
kind of thing you got to do with like leather pants on and big freaking boots and like theme music in the background, because that's like a dystopian future film thing happening. What do you got there, LT?
I use torches all the time.
Yeah, this
Really?
Rough Rider also, but Tobacco Road. So it's one of
And
those classic knife I bought from a friend in Quebec. Or in Montreal. It's nearby Montreal. It's nearby your place.
Interesting.
2 nice blades. They're almost too nice to carry in the field, though. I mean, when you look at it, it's very classic.
Yeah, very nice.
Yep.
Very, very nice.
How many knives do you have?
Oh, don't. Why did you ask that?
I know.
Why?
Just give me a number. Just give me a number. I guess
I've,
there's some
I've
Wait,
Wait,
back,
wait,
I
wait,
see.
wait. We should guess, right? We should all guess. Everybody in
250.
chat, guess.
At least 100.
that's
1,000.
my latest.
Yeah.
Last live we did, I've bought a Hungarian one.
All right, I'm gonna guess 300 knives.
No,
I was gonna say
100.
250, but
98.
1,000.
I've got, including the 2 katanas there,
Yeah.
I've got 232.
232.
And he keeps count.
No,
Yeah, I have a list.
don't-
I have a
No,
list.
seriously.
Well, yeah,
No,
for
no, no,
insurance
no.
purposes,
If
right?
you went into your kitchen right now and like counted butter knives and
No.
steak
That's
paring knives,
that's everything
it's closer to
in there.
1,000.
You see that black
No wonder
box
we
there?
always talk knives on your stream, Jesse.
Yeah, it's full of
This
knives.
wasn't what I wanted to talk about tonight, but here we are. By the way, Dennis, I think Russell sent you the link.
I sent him the link.
I'm not peeing, I promise.
I want to. Sorry to disturb the knife talk and stuff, but I want to hear. Mallory, did you watch the thing with Les? Oh, wait.
With Les?
Don't do that off screen. I want to see the box pour on screen.
Oh, come on.
That's the
You
second
won't-
time she does.
come on.
Yeah,
Come
and
on.
See it.
Oh, come
she
on.
almost finished too.
Good night, Dr. Sharp. Good night, Simon.
I'm at like my
Bye.
fifth glass, so it's almost done.
Anyway, yeah, sorry. I want to hear it. So if Dennis has a post-mortem or an aftermath or there he is.
Dennis, how
Hey,
the
hey,
hell do you
hey,
feel
y'all.
about tonight?
Dennis, it was a great show.
Yeah.
Great show. You had
very
a
much.
ton of people watching.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
I think we had peak 124.
That was my favorite one so far.
Yeah. Thank you.
hey,
Yeah,
Mel,
that
Dennis?
was awesome. He had me shitting bricks for a little, or pooping bricks for a little
Really?
while. Oh,
But he was so damn generous with his time, and it's like,
Mel, I think I
the
found
hard,
two
the hard part
knives in my
was his
collection.
time
That's
started
good
at
for you.
6:56, 1 minute before the show started. Is when
Wow.
he logged in. It's like I was in a panic, man. I was chewing my nails. I was texting him. I was texting his agent. I was like, oh my
God.
gosh.
but man, Dennis,
Oh, is it?
man,
Oh,
Yeah,
Is
they
that how
are
you
so
got-
small.
Is that how you got in touch with him? You contacted his agent?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're cute.
Yeah, a lot of footwork, man. Yeah,
This one
I've
is,
been after Les Stroud for
very
a
tight,
year and a
very
half
small.
now, and it finally happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dennis,
I
man.
was amazed because I was amazed at how like intelligent and articulate he was. He was amazing.
Yeah.
He was an
He blew
absolutely
me away.
incredible guest. He's the guy's got knowledge. Okay,
Yeah.
I love these guys that have knowledge like that. And, but everybody wants to know about Survivor, man. I wanted to know about him. That's why I got into like his childhood or whatever, trying to find out about his early days before Survivor, man. Even.
yeah,
Are you talking about the Survivor man that's on TV? Like,
Yes.
yeah.
oh my gosh, he was your guest tonight.
Yeah.
Mallory, you have to watch this.
I did.
live
I
stream.
said I told you I'm gonna have to go watch it as a podcast. I sometimes watch them as podcasts.
It was fantastic.
It was
really
great.
was.
Dennis, man,
Awesome.
your stuff just keeps getting better. These live streams, I mean, it's clear that you throw a lot of work into them. It's clear that maybe a lot of work, shall we say, but it's so worth it for
Too
like
much work.
I was going to say as a spectator, so worth it.
Yeah.
As someone who's working his butt off to produce, I have no idea, but so good. Such great stuff.
And yet the kicker is I have a hard time growing my channel still.
I don't understand that. I don't get it. The only thing I can think of is that live streams are hard for. What do you got there? 35% maple.
shine.
Maple shine.
What the hell's maple shine?
It's
It's
maple
Maple
shine.
shine.
It's 75% moonshine diluted with water and with maple syrup added into it.
Well, are you going to send shots out for all of us?
I wish I could, but I didn't make this one. This is a Thorhaven Farm that made it for me.
Cool.
It was a
Can-
gift.
Can we get over your place and moonshine a bit?
Well, you can. I cannot.
You want a
You're lot
moonshine?
closer than I am.
Oh yeah.
You want a
Am I-
moonshine? You're
Maybe
closer
Mel
than I am.
should send me where
No.
she is.
Oh, I see. I was going to say we don't get
No.
geo exact on online.
PM.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to keep my property and like it's just my vid, where I live private. But
Yeah.
then CBC came out and they're like, "All right, we're exposing you."
Yeah. There's no. Yeah.
Okay. So they all know that I live in Saint Paul de Montmagny now. It's all public.
Ah.
Yeah, but
So
Saint Paul de Montmagny is still a big town,
it's so big.
huge town.
There's 800 people. We're lucky.
That's during tourist season.
So
Dennis, what are you drinking?
if you come here and ask the people at the stores, like they won't do it anymore because they're warned, but they would usually just tell you where I live because they all know where I live.
Right. It's like around Russell's place, probably. Russ, Dennis, what are you drinking?
I got the Woodford going.
Oh yeah, such a good bourbon.
Yeah.
So good.
I got
The,
I keep just shuffling down the line back and forth, I'm like one of those things back and forth. So
Yeah, I just picked up a couple of new bottles today and yesterday.
actually I gotta do a little shopping myself. I think my Jim Beam Black is almost down to one shot. So
Right.
You're still an hour from
Look, Russell.
my place though.
Maple Shine. 35% though. That should be 40%.
It was 75% to start with. They just diluted it.
Yeah.
Russell, you're muted, by the way.
Russell's muted.
Fuck. Drink
I know,
it,
right?
drink it, drink it, drink it.
Like the whole jar?
No way. Not the whole jar. I
35%?
still got my
Down
box wine
it.
to finish. Remember
Mel
last
would
time I
die.
mixed my box wine? It did
Yeah.
not end well.
I'm sure it
Well,
did not.
We don't care.
But I mixed it with apricot brandy, and that stuff is like candy. And so I threw up the next day. It was really bad.
We still don't care. Drink it.
Yeah, no, I care. I don't want Mel. to throw
I
up
drank
on my-
I drank some yesterday and the day before, and I'm savoring it because it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Shots then. Shots.
Must
Hey.
be. Must be.
I got this idea. Why don't I actually pay attention to the side chat a little bit here? Chris says, glad to catch some of the end. Great questions from both Jess and Russell. And Les's responses were so thoughtful. I need to rewatch the whole thing. I asked a question that when I saw it was Les Stroud, that question popped up because I don't want to spoil Dennis's live stream for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, but you should go and watch it. But it's a question that I wonder about people who make their living through travel and stuff. As some of you know, I'm in a band. We've been playing together for 17 years, and COVID just stopped us cold. And like a guy like Les Stroud, who also has not really a band, but he has a group of musicians that come together to create an album. He sometimes goes and plays in bars, and also for him, even the bushcraft / survival side depends on travel. And I was like, how are people like him affected by the world right now? And so then Dennis is like having him on, and I'm like, if I don't get this question asked, I will think about it for weeks. And I'm sitting there in Dennis's green room, and I'm looking at the time and thinking, I'm not going to make it. And then Dennis is like, hey, Jesse's on tonight, so let's put him up next. And I'm like, I got to ask him my question. And I just hope I didn't come off too stupid or anything, but it was just because I'm surrounded by people whose lives are being stopped right now. And I wanted to know, because I've been paying attention to Les Stroud on two levels for a long time now. One is the survival thing, obviously, but also as someone who also is like outdoorsy and bushcrafty and then plays bass in a band. I wonder, how the world right now is affecting him. And he had a really good answer. And it's an answer that I think I'll be thinking of, because it's an answer that sort of threw possibly something that I shouldn't like about myself right in my stupid Jesse face.
Oh.
And so I'm going to be thinking about
baldness?
it.
I'm going to have to go watch that for sure. Go see that.
It was a real sort of like, he didn't mean it this way, but it was a real like kick to the shins.
He looks like a fearless dude. Like he literally is like so fearless, and he just goes after everything he wants.
I don't know if he's fearless. I think he might be more sort of a brave guy. Like, like if bravery is like, yeah, I'm scared, but I'm doing it anyway. And that's the real sort of, that's what I got from him. It's like, yeah, this is scary. Boom. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, rather than.
Jess, did you leave the stream before you played a tune?
Yeah, I had to rock.
Yeah, you played a little tune for us with the guitar.
Night, Cecilia. Good night, David. Good night.
Cecilia, good night. David, good night. Cat Max says, "Whoops! Oh Jesus! The chat just jumped, and I'm not even going to go back and say it. But Cat Max said something interesting.
I thought it was interesting how he was saying that he's now getting people coming up to him saying I love your music and stuff, and never heard of Survivor Man.
Really?
That's interesting.
That was cool.
Yeah.
He was on the Discovery Channel, right?
Yeah, but that's Canadian.
Yeah, he's been
and
on.
That's the thing. It's not in the U.S.
It's funny. I was being very cognizant of the fact that I had very little time with him, really, because there were probably a lot of questions coming up. But the very first, I knew who he was, but I'd never seen an episode because we cut the cable really early in my house, right? We went to internet and Netflix really early. So The first time I actually saw a Lestrade episode, the missus and I, crumbs, I almost used her name. What's in this glass?
Shoot, Jesse.
We were in New Jersey for a wedding. Her cousin was getting married, and we're in New Jersey for this wedding, and it's after the reception, and we get back to our hotel room, and I'm flying home the morning after because it's my mother's birthday, and one does not skip the mother's birthday in my family, right? And she was going to stay for a couple more days and enjoy hanging with her cousin. Anyway, so we get back to the hotel. I take off my tie because I hate wearing a tie. I'm unbuttoning my shirt, whip my jacket off, sit down on the hotel bed. I'm like, oh my land. And there's a TV there, and I'm like, whatever. Click. And there's Survivor Man. And I'm like, I'm in the States. They know about this guy, and it was one of the, I guess, a pay TV channel, or I don't remember what. But I just I watched 3 episodes in a row. And there's this one where he was like cutting a piece of bark with a Swiss Army knife kind of thing. And one of them I remember was like, he's talking to the camera at the end of it, and he says, and you know what? This time, I'm going to let the crew come back for the camera. And he just sort of walked away.
Yeah. You know what, Dennis, I just want to check your thumbnail for that, because I saw that pop up in my notifications. I just couldn't go click on it because I couldn't watch. But I didn't recognize the guy. Like, I've seen him on TV a long time ago. I think if you put a picture of him when he was younger, people would click more.
I just want to say hi to Ian the Web Lord. He says, I saw Lesson
I can't hear you, Dennis.
Dennis might be muted.
Dennis, you're mute.
Yeah, that was the image that they sent me from their PR person.
Oh, really?
So,
shoot.
Yeah, I'm sure I could pull a couple other pictures on there, but yeah, sometimes
or if you can
supply you or they allow you to use, right?
Yeah, because I literally did not recognize him, and so when I went to type in his name, because I had no idea what his name was. I was like, oh, okay, so that's him. But I could not recognize him with his beard and all. That's not Survivor Man for me.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Oh, yeah. I hear you.
I think, I haven't, now he's on YouTube and stuff. He's got some stuff up on YouTube, and I check that stuff out. But this guy spends so much time surrounded by such absolute beauty. He gets dropped off in some remote location. He has to survive for 7 days. And he has this ability to just sort of get down to brass tacks. And if you dropped me at the end of some fjord somewhere in the Boreal, I would, first of all, spend the first hour just gobsmacked at the utter gorgeosity that I'm surrounded by.
Well,
And then I would become all animist. What, Russell? What are you going to say? What are you going to ruin? You're about to ruin what I'm going to say.
He's done several behind the scenes episodes where he said pretty much that I spend a week in the spot first with the crew, with a local guide kind of thing, and then I film myself in this.
Oh, okay.
Spot.
Okay, so he's gotten over that before he actually starts shooting. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I'll just drop in the chat the address of Lestrade YouTube.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Hey, it's past 11 o'clock, Jesse.
Yeah, but it's a great conversation. And Russell taught me that if I've still got 18 people on and the conversation's good, don't cut it off.
And we're not talking about drinking our own pee, then
and
let's
we're not
continue.
22.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just got my first Olites.
I avoided Olite. They were just all over the interwebs, and I just, whenever something just appears everywhere like that, I'm like, piss off. What do I have?
I have that. I have that exact one.
Yeah, it's a group by that we have with the Quebec Knife Enthusiast Group. So it's a number run. So it's a warrior.
It's a numbered run. Oh, okay.
Yep.
I've got a couple of lights.
Well, I mean,
actually, they're pretty nice flashlights.
Yeah.
A little overpriced, though.
Yeah, it's the first one I've got. Yep. It's pretty similar.
It's pretty much this exact light. It's got the little, I just need to see for a moment while I'm in my tent kind of thing.
Yeah, same here.
And
All
then
kinds of-
that's hard to press. And then much
So we went from knife
greater-
talk to flashlight talk.
No, it's brand new. It's the first one I've got because I used to have those, which are Chinese cheapo 1865, 16850 flashlights.
18650.
Yeah, 1860.
Oh! I have one. I have a flashlight here. Wait, let me show you.
Mal. I knew it. I don't know where the hell my flashlight's
It's probably the
went.
one that I use the most.
I got
Actually,
also a
after you do that,
streamlight.
Mallory, you
I
have to
use
do
for
this.
Mallory, I'm with you though. Like I've
Trial
got some
version.
flashlights, but I also use my
Trial
phone light.
version.
Trial version.
Trial version. Oh,
Real
she's in the big
version.
house.
I think it's the last one. I think I'm all out. This is the equivalent of 4 bottles.
Yeah, sure
If you
is.
didn't know. And I bottled my dandelion wine. So at Christmas I'm gonna do
Nice one,
probably
Dennis.
probably a drunken stream.
Little guy.
And I'm gonna
What?
test
You've
it.
never done a drunken stream before, Mel?
Never.
What?
Never have I. Ever.
Brother Love says something hilarious. I think it's standard procedure when you get a new light, you must shine it directly into someone's eyes. I remember when I first got my light, one of my, I don't remember. Yeah, I did exactly what Dennis just did. I'm like, oh, look at this, guys. Click. And there was Tyler. I don't know where my flashlights went, but I have, they're not Olight. They're another sort of big name.
Through night.
True Nights.
What's funny is they sent me this one for a review, which is a massive beast for Searchlight.
You know what? I think
forget-
I may have it backwards.
lumens
I
are-
think it's Through Night I don't like, an Olight that I do have. Russell, show
And
that
then
one
they
again. Show the big one again. Does that have like the yeah on the front so that you can, I guess, break glass or something?
Really? I guess. I don't know.
They
This
contacted
is
me
like-
and they're like, "Oh, I want you to review a flashlight for me." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, send it over." And they're like, "Oh, you're not off grid." I'm like, "No, I'm not." So like, "Okay, we're just gonna politely decline." And I'm like,
but aren't
"You're
you
the
at
one
like
that came up to me."
11,000 subs now?
we
Me?
should talk.
Yeah.
We should talk
Yeah.
about. We should talk about these things like Olight and Through Night. Like Through Night is, I fucking hate Through Night because they've contacted me, like 7 different people from the company have contacted me, and I keep going back to them and saying, I responded to the first 4 people.
Oh my gosh.
You know, stop contacting me if you're not gonna, reply.
Yeah.
I'm like
So
the
when
next
I
video
had
I
it
do
mixed
is
up.
gonna be a negative video on your company if you keep doing this shit.
Yeah.
Pissed off.
Yeah, I've got those. Buy it before it disappeared because military don't want you to have those lights that you can zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
the
cool.
Bell and Howell. My father bought that to me. It's not
So-
bad. I have one also. I have one in the car, which has a 170-degree beam. I won that one with Wingman 115.
Why the hell do you want a 170-degree beam? By the way, Dennis,
Dennis is
which one do you
strobing.
have?
Huh?
What do you have there? Which one is that?
This is a Woobin flashlight.
So it's like a Chinese.
Yeah,
No, I don't know where the hell it's made, but it's probably the best flashlight I own. But it is effing bright, man. It's and it's rechargeable. The only thing I don't like about it is the way you turn it on and off. You can't in the dark. You can't find the button. It's not like a
The
clicker
button,
on
right.
the end.
I'll be right back.
Got a stoop. Like there's.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I see
I
it. Okay.
have the same problem with this one.
But right on
Find
the
that
opposite
button.
side, if you go to the total opposite side, it's got a rubber cover over the USB port. So
you
you're
confuse both sides.
looking for the on-off, right?
By the way,
is it?
I just want to say, Cat Max says I would love to taste dandelion wine. I would as well. I've wanted to taste dandelion wine for like 10 years now. I thought I would make some at one point, but all my dandelions are like in the front yard near a street. But yeah, I'd like to try it. I think Mal made some. Oh, and Fox, it says that it's actually a self-defense bezel. Okay. I'm Canadian. We don't tend to think that way.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I can
Strike someone. Make
Take
pain.
that, you miscreant.
It's not
someone
like
over the head
I
with
could just hit them with this great big metal flashlight. I gotta jab them with the.
Yeah.
Do you guys
They-
remember those what were they that the cops used to carry?
I mean,
Mag
this
lights,
is-
those
Oh,
massive
mag
mag
lights,
lights.
yeah. Those things are
Oh, yeah.
baseball bats.
Yeah.
With a light in the end.
Yeah,
And
my buddy had
batons.
my buddy had like the 2-foot version in his van. He's
Yeah.
like, and he set up so it was just over his shoulder, so he could grab it and go, huh?
Yeah.
Bam!
LT, that was just a baton. That wasn't the light.
Yeah, I know. But it has the property of turning the lights off of someone that's bugging you.
Yeah. Drop says, I keep flashlights in every room and have several solar lamps too. They come in handy. Flashlights in every room?
Got those in most of my rooms. 18650 and they're cheap Chinese ones.
Oh yeah.
In every room?
No.
I
keep a flashlight in every room is a good idea.
I just keep one that I lose.
Yeah. Well, it
Like all the
battery. It depends on the battery. Yeah. If you have 18650, they'll last for 6 months without touching them at least. Mine in the car has been there for a year and I haven't touched it and still lights.
Okay.
If you've got the 2As or 3As, they'll be gone in a month or 2
When
months.
was the last time you were in your home and everything went completely dark because the electrical went out and you're like, okay, where's that flashlight? Or
I
where's
feel like
that
that's
candle?
about
Or
to
where's
happen to me right
Last
now.
night.
Big thunderstorm.
Last
You have a
night,
thunderstorm?
everything went down.
Yeah, I see lightning, and that's why I went outside. I was like, oh my gosh, my horses. Look, Russell.
Like we're under a
Okay.
under a weather warning,
it.
but it's for rain, not wait.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing. Do the bubbles thing.
I can't do bubbles thing. I don't have the thing on my computer. It's on my new computer. I wish I could. I don't.
Do the bubbles thing.
But you're the best one that does bubbles.
Right?
I should have introduced you tonight, Russell, as Bubbles.
Yeah. and then Russell's gonna be like, "Hi,
Gotta
Russ.
work tomorrow,
Hi,
guys.
Oh,
Les."
My actual glasses suck, but they're not like bubbles at all. They're really dirty.
Yeah, for really to be bubbles, they have to be like Coke bottles. Russell, are you about to?
Do it.
Les Stroud, you wouldn't believe it. I was talking to Ricky the other night, and he ate all my cans of ravioli. Les, if I'm in a survival situation and somebody eats all my ravioli, what am I supposed to do? I've got kitties, but I can't eat my
Oh,
kitties.
boy.
How many kitties do I need to survive?
If I have like kitties, I can't eat the kitties, Les, what do I do if Ricky ate all my cans of ravioli?
Everyone who's never seen Trailer Park Boys is like, "What's going
What
on?"
the
right now?"
hell is that? Yeah. Most Canadians do have seen a couple of jokes from that guy.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's been fun, but I've got to go. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock is going to be early.
Nice.
Very soon, yeah. I feel
Yeah.
you.
It'll be early the day after, too, or just tomorrow?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Every
4
day,
o'clock
5
is also
o'clock, I'm
early. 3 o'clock is really early
Dennis,
too.
you
My-
brat.
Hey, Dennis, what microphone do you use?
This is just one of those cheap Neewers, Neewer. Newer.
Okay.
Actually, Newer's is not a bad make. It's cheap, but it's not expensive, but it's not a bad make.
Because I have this old my first microphone that I was using for my live streams, and it's just sitting in back there, and I was like, I think it might sound better. And I was like, maybe I can send you that as a present.
Oh,
Is
for
that
me?
Rode
I
or
sound
something
bad?
like that?
No, you don't sound bad.
He's too far from the mic.
Hey,
Yeah, you're just
ladies.
too far from the mic.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
baby. Yeah, get real close to the mic there, Dennis.
Maybe.
Hey,
But I
Give it
think
up for Lola.
for your level of production, I think the sound, like if you were closer to your mic, I think it would be better.
I never
I'm
liked that look of like having like a microphone right in your face, right?
But
But
these
it
one
sounds
you
so
need.
much better though.
Does it? Yeah.
Wait, Dennis, are you taking me down right now? Is that what's going on?
No, not at all, man. Not at all.
My mic
Each
is
his
like
own,
right next
Jess.
to me.
You make love to your ball beside him in front of you. That's cool.
This, by the way, this mic is technically garbage, but I tried hitching up my better mic, and I really didn't like the sound. It was all echoey and tin canny, and I think that if I'm going to use my better mic, I have to put a whole bunch of like foam or something around me. You know, because I love spending more money.
That's what I'm gonna do this winter. Well, hopefully, I'm gonna set up my studio upstairs and soundproof a whole room.
But
To be
you're at
able
the
to-
point where you're actually making a little bit of money, right? Whereas
Yeah,
I make like
I mean, I'm
$200
probably
a
like
year
maybe like
off of YouTube.
$500 a month at like a average month is like $500. So it's not like it's crazy, but
Pretty good. The best
Wow,
I did is
you're rich,
$100
Mal.
a year.
Yeah, I'm at like $235 a year right now, Mal. So you just
Yeah.
need to
I
respect
remember.
the
I
family.
remember. It wasn't long ago. Mallory got monetized, and she did a live stream right away, like the moment she got monetized.
yeah.
And then a bunch of people gave her a bunch of money, and she was so happy and excited. And now she's like, oh, I'm only making $500 a month, so
No, it's because I had really good months. I had like $1,000 months, but like
Christmas. Christmas is
my
awesome.
like the views.
She gonna make it rain.
It's a roller coaster. It goes
Yeah.
like
Yes, it absolutely
You know?
is.
It's difficult to maintain an audience, and I have difficulty making videos, so I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
It's a
right
lot of
now it's very tough to make videos for me right now. I mean, I essentially have to do my first edit on my phone. On my editing computer, and whenever I do something more strenuous to the computer than like web surfing, it can just randomly shut down, and it's corrupted entire libraries. Like I'm missing like 5 videos now because the computer just shuts down and corrupts the library.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, wow.
Maybe
That
you should
sucks.
do backups, eh? Maybe you should
Buy a
do
little
backups.
less scotch and buy a little more computer.
You shut up now.
you shut up, Dennis. You shut
Hey
up.
guys, have a nice one.
All right,
Good night.
Good night.
You're at the screen. Good night, LT. Good to see you again, brother.
Yes.
Sacrifice 10
Good night,
bottles
Knife
of
Master.
scotch, buy a couple things of wild turkey. You'll be okay.
Yeah, that's it, right? If I could stop buying yeah.
I'm gonna set my alarm for 3 a.m. and just wake up and go knives. And then I'll hear like LT's voice going, "Hey, yeah, it's like knives." I'll be like, "What
Hello?
the fuck?"
I heard somebody talk about the knives. The thing is, like, he's got
A
every
lot of
knife.
knives.
He doesn't have some of the more expensive ones, but he's got a lot of knives. He knows what
He's
he's
got
talking about.
samurais. He's got samurai knives right in it. Like my samurai knife is made out of wood. It's to practice.
Yeah, I'm going to try what Mel says. Is that better?
You
Oh,
you
wait,
could
I
kill
should finish
people.
the
Yeah,
coffee.
your mouth is a little full there, Dennis.
Dennis, now I got to go buy a bag of chips or something. Why do you do this to me?
Don't choke on us.
So for tonight's live stream, what I did was,
Oh,
oh, I see.
Goes
From-
good with bourbon.
Do you get like chocolatey and caramel notes? I took Russell's boneheaded question, and on my other screen over here, I have
It was a joke.
window after window open of evidence for the health claim of drinking your own piss. Why it's not a good idea. I've got like a hospital. I've got wait, what is it? Like, even a Business Insider has a piece on that. And I've got all this open because I was like, we're going to have such a good conversation. And then 30 seconds after LT goes pop on screen, even though he came up to talk about survival myths, we're in like knife talk for the next hour and a half.
Did you have a topic for tonight?
Yeah, I was going to talk. Well, we started talking about whether or not you should drink your own piss in a survival situation.
Oh, okay.
I need a hat like yours, by the way.
Yeah, you were saying survival myths. That's why I didn't
survival
hop
myths.
on right away. I was like, oh, I don't have any survival myth or like nothing to add to this stream, so I'm just not gonna ask for the link. And all of a sudden you guys started talking about knives, so I was like, yeah, I'll just sit back, drink my wine.
Yeah. I do want to say that when Raspberry Rock says Mark Pootman's just passed, I kind of feel like we should all put a black armband on for poor Mark or something. What does that mean? What's going on there in the side chat?
Motherfucker's dead. What do you want?
Damn. Poor guy, motherfucker. What's up with that? See, now we're swearing and I'm getting demonetized.
Hey, in Ontario, do you guys? Okay, I'm sorry to change the subject, but I just got vaccinated
No,
today for my
please
second dose.
change the subject.
It's not. You're not gonna like it. But in Ontario, do you guys have to have the vaccination passport thingy to go?
You're right. I'm not
restaurants?
gonna like it.
They're working on it.
BC brought one
some
in
stuff.
today or yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. My arm's killing me right now because I got the second dose because I want to go to a restaurant. You know, it's so stupid.
We're good. We're sort of hoving towards the political territory, which I don't want to.
Yeah,
touch into.
sorry.
But,
I was just curious.
Thanks for bringing us there, Mal.
Who are you guys voting for?
Wait, hold on. Just before we pass on from that political subject, when did you get your second shot? Was it
Before
today?
we pass on, at first he kills off Mark Pootman's. Now
So
he's
today?
saying we're going to pass on.
Yeah, today.
Okay. So that's why we're seeing the box of wine.
Yeah, she's dealing.
Just sail right through that shit.
Yep, I'm dealing. I'm dealing. Because we have a outing in October that's been reserved for a long time, and it's sort of like me and Ben's sort of not honeymoon, but a really cool activity, and it's called the Bootlegger, and it's an old bar that they used to bootleg booze, and there's like hidden tunnels, and there's going to be a live show. It's like exactly what you're living in the time where it was the prohibition, and so we really wanted to go there and have a good time, and we needed to get the passport for it, and so
well, of course,
yeah, and that on top of like my dad was pressuring me to get the vaccine, so yeah.
When I got my first, oh God, are we going to talk about this?
You don't have to. I'm so sorry.
We live in a world where you say vaccine and like a tenth of the population goes, "You are such a sheep." But okay, when I got my first vaccine, it knocked me on my ass.
Same here.
Ass. Arse, actually, because ass is a donkey. It knocked me so hard on my butt. It was like, here's the vaccine. Boom! And I was out for like 2.5 days. Like I was done.
Wow.
And then I sort of slowly got better. I was like, okay, life is worth living. And then the second shot was like, no problem. And I heard from someone who is not a scientist, so I don't necessarily throw all my stock into that basket, that if the first shot just killed you like that, it's because you've actually already had contact with the virus. And I wonder if that's true. Like, I wonder if I'd had, like, if I'd already been all COVIDed and just not noticed it, or like,
this is a great
sniffly nose.
Great question.
We had a theory of that too, because we got really sick last year, like before last year, like before the whole COVID thing hit, and we were like sick for 2 weeks, intense, but we didn't lose our taste. And we're like, okay, some people don't lose their taste.
I was the same way. Like, it was really early, March 2019, the first time I've been sick in like 4 years.
Yeah.
And I was out. I was on the couch. I couldn't move. Like, I could barely move. I got up to eat and did my business, and then I was back on the couch for a week.
Yeah.
And then I was better. I was okay. And I thought afterwards, I thought, that's weird.
Yeah, same here. And like, I was like, oh, maybe it's influenza or something like that. And I even did a Halloween video because it was Halloween 2019. that we got really, really sick, and we're like, okay, we cannot go trick or treating. And I'm so sorry, kids, but like we have to do it at home because it's just too bad.
Yeah.
Yours was at least closer to the pandemic.
Yeah, and like Ben's dad got really, really, really sick, and like got the pneumonia and everything. It was bad. Everybody was sick, but we didn't lose our taste or anything. So we're like, yeah. Maybe
Well, here's the thing, like, oh God, why are we talking about this? Someone is already getting their like blood up, but I'll say it. Some people will get it, and it'll be a very light thing. Some people will get it and just be like pounded on, right? You see, this shouldn't be something I'm afraid to talk about. This shouldn't be a political discussion. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not. We're talking about getting a shot.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and technically, it's not really a vaccine. It's sort of weird because it's not. They're not injecting the COVID virus.
Don't dive too deep on this because it's just gonna mess with your mind.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But like,
I'm shutting up.
I think that if my first shot killed me so hard, and if it is because I've already had contact with the vaccine with the virus, then that meant that I was one of the lucky few who didn't get knocked on his arse by it. But I know so many people who've lost people to this thing.
Yep.
That it gives me this really creepy feeling in the back of my neck to think about that I'd already been in contact with it and didn't really even really notice it aside from, oh, I've got a bit of a cold or something. Like, how lucky am I for the first time in my freaking life? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I worry about this a lot because, I have 2 kids who are under the age of vaccination, as do you.
Yeah.
And you and I, we can't protect our kids. They're in school. They're in daycare. Do I know what all the other parents are doing? Can I just trust that they're all like perfect? No, of course you can't. And a 4-year-old died in Texas yesterday, by the way, or yesterday or the day before. A 4-year-old is dead in Texas. A 4-year-old. Let that hang in the air. And if your heart's not broken by those words, a 4-year-old is dead.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to shut up because those. I'm just going to shut up.
I'm not a big I don't love kids, but when it's
I don't love
gets
kids.
Me where I live. I don't
Get your hair
like.
back, Valerie. That looked pretty good with the fountain thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good. Looking good.
Cactus
Looking good.
Pour some sugar on me.
By the way, to those of you who are in Canada, this is the Okanagan Spirits, the Okanagan something distillery, Laird of Fintry, and it is an utterly depressing bottle. It is nowhere near as good as I thought it was going to be. So don't buy that one. But in these live streams, I tend to drink way more drams than I generally do. So I figured
this is my dram.
That's your dram?
Do the dram.
Man.
I got one of them too. Mine's got pistachios in it.
Chug, Dennis, chug.
Yeah.
The finest pistachio liqueur going.
Yeah.
My kids always give me like a jar of pistachios when it's like Christmas or my birthday or something.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So those are old pistachios.
No, it's my birthday.
Oh, your birthday was. When was your birthday?
It's actually tomorrow. So.
Oh,
nice! Holy crap! No,
happy birthday!
What is
Happy
it?
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Just one.
Happy birthday, dear Dennis. Happy birthday to you.
Right? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Let's let's never do that again.
The latency wasn't bad, but yeah, no, it never works. But you can do it one at a time.
Both a toast to me. I might as well have something to drink, right?
Are you having more of the Waterford? Not the Waterford.
Woodford.
Jesus, Jesse.
Well, that's what I've been drinking tonight, so stay in the same thing.
I have a bottle of Waterford.
Russell, ever since the live stream got put back on my channel, every time I sing on or I like do karaoke, I'll get hit with a copyright, but I'm able to get it monetized because I have shared copyright because I'm a cover channel now.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Cover channel.
Way to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
How
So
the
thank you.
hell did you pull that?
I don't know. It's Russell's fault.
Because my band's YouTube
That's not my
channel
fault.
has gotten ravaged. My band's YouTube channel has gotten.
Well, ask Russell how to do it. It's easy.
Talk to. I was going to say talk to Valerie. What? I didn't do anything. What did I do?
Great.
You told me where to go. There's literally in YouTube Studio, there's a chat box. You can talk to somebody. It takes 5 seconds. Somebody talks to you. And it's like, oh, okay. YouTube support is right there.
Jesus, Mallory, all I did was say, you need to get your live stream back. Here, contact creator support to get your live stream back. I don't know where this copyright thing came in.
You guys.
Well, he put me, I think my channel, my video got shut down because of copyrights, because of songs that I'm not allowed.
Nope.
What?
You know what? I don't believe I've ever actually shared my band's website, my band's YouTube channel on this this YouTube internet thing.
That video got deleted, Mallory.
I did not delete it. And I remember shutting it off with the little X, and I turned off my phone and I put it where my computer is, and I left for the night, and I didn't touch my phone.
Yeah, you were drunk, so what do you know?
You were drunk to shop.
Yeah.
But I did get copyrights for it for Elvis. You know, usually Elvis, there's the no see, no sound, no whatever. And now I can.
Because you deleted it.
No, but every time.
Oops.
Oh, here's Knife Talk again.
No,
He's
sorry,
like,
I'm trying to
subject.
Sorry, guys.
Jess, stop it, Jess.
Trial version.
Trial version.
I can do it better.
Trial version.
Trial
You know what
version.
sucks? Jess, I'm
Oh,
checking
my
out your
Lord, that
band's
was-
channel.
That was
No,
perfect.
Dennis
On a
ruined it.
video and a freaking ad opens up,
Yeah, and we're not monetized.
and you're not monetized.
YouTube has
get
completely
nothing.
removed the control.
Yeah,
from this now.
they do that now.
I'm trying to share something, but I don't know if it's going to actually play music.
I hear
Oh,
it.
yeah, but that's not me. That's Dennis. Here, tell me if you guys hear anything, okay?
Nope.
You didn't click the share video or
He doesn't have that
share sound.
option. There's not that option anymore. He's got a driver somewhere on his computer that he needs to add to put sound. There's your output. I think you'd have to look into.
So you guys aren't hearing a thing, right?
No.
No, if you hit the share button, right,
Which
No.
I did.
and share screen, down in the lower left corner says share system audio.
Hold on. Let me try that again then.
They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they
Unless-
do. I'm looking at it right now.
Really?
Yeah. Click on share. It'll open up your
Share.
window.
Share screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Share
And down in the lower
audio.
left corner, share system audio.
Tell me if you guys hear this. Hold on.
Nope. Don't hear nothing.
No, it's because I don't know what I hit. Do you hear it?
Nope.
Nope.
Really?
You're missing a driver on your computer, Jesse. There's a program that I had to download today so that I could share sound via Streamlabs, and I think that's the driver that you need because you have that Mac.
This is not
Thingy?
Streamlabs
No,
though.
I'm
This
running
is just-
Windows.
Okay.
I know,
Jess,
but I think it might have a connection.
So Jess, you clicked on share, right?
Yeah.
Just
And then
play
share
normal.
screen. It opens up a window.
Yeah.
And then in the lower left corner, does it say share system audio? A little
I have
checkbox.
I have share audio. Like I click on window.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoop. Let me go back.
No, not window.
Russ,
Click share. Click share at the bottom.
Share.
Share
Yeah.
screen.
Share screen.
And it
share
opens
audio.
a window. Share system audio in the lower left corner. No?
I have share audio.
Yeah.
And then I
you
select
your source.
my window, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then if I click on
And your computer's not muted?
Wonder if it's got maybe
Your audio on your computer isn't muted. No?
I shall check. It's not worth it if you guys can't hear our fantabulous sounds.
Can you just try it in ordinary video with audio instead of a YouTube thing?
Oh, I could if I had it on.
Your file, yeah.
Well, you must have many videos with audio, just raw clips.
This computer is a dumb terminal. This one is like I don't have anything on this one because
God.
Yeah, Kat. At the point where I had my video, like my live stream at the end, I remember pressing on the X, and I put my cell phone in a safe place. I really don't think it got deleted. I think YouTube shut it down because there were too many like amazing
Good night, Mark.
songs.
Good night, Mark.
Poopmans.
Thanks, Drop.
Well,
enjoy the
I've
videos.
certainly I've been shut down by too many awesome songs lately.
Just bring that
But
up
it wouldn't
on
delete.
the bottom there. See if I get it to play.
It wouldn't
Bring it up?
delete the live stream though, Mallory.
Yeah, that's true.
Kidding.
What the hell is going on here? How
You
come
got
I
it?
couldn't get it to do that?
You got it?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
But
this is
Dennis
me.
did.
Oh,
I mean, it sounds not great, but
put it full screen. Dennis,
Huh?
put it full screen.
I can't. Jess has to.
What?
Jess
No,
has to.
on your screen.
Oh.
Anyway. Does he hit the high notes?
There you go.
Nope.
Oh, Jesse sings.
Oh, he does hit the high notes.
Nice.
Do you not have a drummer, Jess?
I am the drummer.
Oh, really?
You don't look like it.
I wasn't expecting a violinist.
We're a Celtic band now.
Ah,
I love Celtic.
I learned that this year that you don't say Celtic, it's Celtic.
We're not the sports team.
You're the Celtics.
Yeah.
And yes, Cliff, we totally have to do a Halloween live stream again.
Celtic, aha.
Take on me.
Of course, that's brought down. That's not original. That's brought down several tones, right?
I'm looking fantabulous in that t-shirt.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I love to hear you. We always wanted to hear you play bass, but it's really cool to see that. So you have a YouTube channel with your band?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and it's funny, Dennis, because this
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Where's my mute button? Boink. There we go. Sorry.
what's going on, Dennis? It's funny because like tonight, like what how much of this have I drunk? What Les was saying resonated on so many levels, because the fact that we have a YouTube channel is we can't gig. So what can we do? Let's just record ourselves. Let's just video ourselves.
Yes,
You know?
of course.
Because Les was saying, man, Mal, I wish you'd Val? Who do I know is a Val? I've been drinking. Mal, like
You're so cute when you're drunk.
I'm so damn cute when I'm drunk. It's the only time.
He sounds so southern.
He was talking about like so many things. Like you could tell that he was living, or he has lived what he was talking about. Like that whole thing about, because I asked, what do you do right now? And he was all about, look, if you can't do X, pivot to Y. And that's exactly what we did. We haven't played together in person in a year and a half, I guess. Our summer Alberta gigs have been canceled for the past 2 summers. Everything is stopped. So what can we do? We make videos.
And tell me your band name. Squish.
Yes.
Oh, the
we're
bitches.
Squish Squish. We're the Squishes.
That's what all I remember. So from reading it, what is it called?
Squishes.
Squishes.
Bitches.
I'm such an asshole.
Bitches.
Squid Jigger.
Bitches.
We're not bitches. We are such bitches. Hold on.
Squid Digger.
Squid Jigger Band is the YouTubeage. Whoops. I've just put it in the side chat. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Let me just see. Cliff is just being a brat. I didn't know you could play the fiddle. You know, it's funny because I could at one point play the fiddle. Ish. I took lessons for a little while and stuff, but I have arthritis in both my wrists, so getting into the positions for the fiddle were impossible. But I've been playing bass for like 25 years, so you know, it's a long time to become really okay at the instrument. I would like to point out that at some point during the music,
How many subscribers do you have?
like
I can
none,
only find one with 13
With Jigger,
subscribers.
40. Well, 41. I just subscribed.
41. Nice.
Well,
Okay.
it says 40, but
I found the Squid Diggers.
No, they're a
Sujet.
different band.
Okay. Why am I not writing it right then? I only have 2 of them, and the second one is Brandon Gray.
Yeah, no, hold on. I'm gonna put the.
Okay, I'm gonna go on my computer.
I am going to put the link in the side
44
chat.
subscribers.
I have to go back to the live stream.
God
Yeah.
damn it!
All these. Remember the originals, and then there was the new originals.
Yeah, what was up with that?
That was Spinal Tap
Boom.
before they became Spinal Tap. Yeah, it was. We wanted to be called Originals, and there was another Originals, and we became the New Originals.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
We've been planning for like 15 years for the band to spend to watch that movie together one night. Wasn't that the movie where it's like they're a legend that will
All
last
together.
a lunchtime?
Okay.
You
So
have to-
Jess,
Jesse, you have to tell us that it's written all together because or else it won't work.
So Jess, if you watch that movie that one night, you have to watch it completely again with the director's commentary because it is so hilarious. It
I
is
like that.
absolutely as funny as the movie itself.
I can well imagine. That movie
It's-
is so.
It's the director and all the main characters still in their roles doing the commentary. It's
Really?
just amazing. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Amazing. I love it. I love it. That movie is such a classic.
I just died. I love the movie, and then I watched with the commentary, and I just died. It was so funny.
I like this comment by Cat Mac. Someday, just to play any old instrument with friends would be a way to go out. I filled my house with things that let musicians and humans with good spirit join in music. And it's funny because it kind of
I was like, it ended in a horse thing there. it was
It actually was like wow.
you guys
what?
suck. Two things I want to say. One that nobody cares about but me. This week, my youngest daughter, the 2.5-year-old, went from calling horses to horsies. And when she went from to horsies, it kind of broke my heart. The second thing I was going to say is, fuck y'all, because I've been drinking. So if I'm not getting the words in right, it's not really my fault, is it? It's this bottle of second-rate Canadian whiskey.
You
Well, last
know what's
time
going
I
to
was
happen.
on here, you
Your
guys-
video's
you guys
going to get
Told me I was
demonetized.
getting old.
It's totally
So-
demonetized.
Yeah, you're going to get demonetized, one, because you're cussing, and two, because you'll have a copyright strike for your own music.
Oh, that's so true.
These good jiggers are gonna strike you.
Well, like
Watch
the thing
out.
is, the reason why I was interested in what you guys were saying, Mal, the reason I showed that video, in fact, is because my band's channel is so copyright struck.
Yes.
Stricken.
So when you said you were like, I'm a music cover channel now, I'm like, wow, how do I get that? Because
Right. YouTube
get-
support. YouTube
good to
support.
know. What, you just say, hi, I'm a YouTube channel for music covers?
See, listen. I have a friend that I don't know. Listen, I used to make music for a living and do a big sob story like Russell told me to do. And then you're like, I need this money to live.
Did what?
This YouTube channel is my second chance at actually making a career out of our music. So I need to stop getting copyrighted and I can have like the shared monetization rights with the originals.
Jess, all you got to do is say, talk to my people, and send them to Mallory, and she'll fix them up.
Yeah, I don't get mad anymore. I have people do that for me.
Wait, what part did I play in that? That was really confusing.
Okay, no. Russell told me, he's like, do a big sob story, like it's your wedding. It was your wedding night, and you're gonna.
Oh, hold on. Wait.
Memories.
I can't pull
Yeah.
a wedding night thing from my band's channel.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
we got
That's
married.
completely different. She's trying to recover her live stream that she thick thumb deleted. That's when I said, "Oh, pull the sob story, see if they can undelete it." And you're using that for like copyright. What?
I
They
do
pulled
believe
your
that I
wedding
have.
video? Your live?
I've been pulled into
My
something.
wedding live stream.
They pulled it?
They completely pulled it. They didn't. I did not delete it. I swear to God.
I'm glad I got to
Like
see
I
it
missed.
before
I
you.
missed like
Okay.
the five
But
first
at the end
minutes
of
where
the
I
night,
started singing my
at the end of the
second
night,
song.
Mallory
But
was
then after that, I
drunk.
remember everything.
At the
Mallory's
beginning
walking
of
around
the
with her
night,
phone.
Mallory was drunk.
Imagine Mallory walking around with her phone going, "This is my fucking wedding!"
I'll be right back, kids.
And at the end of the night, she's like, "Oh yeah, I absolutely pressed this button and this button, and yeah, it was over." Whereas probably she's like,
No, honestly, Russell, when I ended that live stream, I was like, I didn't want to say goodbye, but I had to because I have all these people here.
exactly. Oh, it's so beautiful. I didn't actually delete
I remember
anything.
everything like after the first 5 minutes after I sang my second song because of that absent shot.
Anyway, so Mallory somehow deleted her live stream, but didn't really delete it. And I said to her, "Hey, play the sob story. Please, it's my wedding. It's my only, live stream. It's my only copy of the thing." And it got undeleted. And somehow that translated into copyright.
Yes, it translated to
Musical
now.
copyright.
Because of that, he switched every time I sing, I get I can share the copyright monetization. I can monetize the videos anyways.
That's
Only when I sing, not if I share the music that original music, but if I sing a cover song, then I can share the monetization.
I just realized I'm at the amount of drunk where Russell and I should be ordering knives.
I'm at the amount of drunk where I should order pizza, but there's no delivery service where I live.
And just like that, Jesse's dreams of homesteading disappear.
I know Russell probably doesn't, but can you guys just order pizza and have it delivered at your house?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my pizza place is around the corner.
Yeah, see? You guys big dreams in the city.
Can you buy naan bread at your local Quebec? Mal?
Can you buy bread?
What?
Naan bread.
Bread.
Naan bread.
Nan is bread.
Can I make bread?
No. Let me try this again.
Okay.
Can you buy
naan?
Ignore Dennis. Naan.
Is that like a round bread? The round bread?
Oh my God!
It's a
Spell it out.
Naan.
Is that the big round bread?
Yes.
Then yes,
Flat.
I can, but it's like 20
bread.
minutes away.
Okay.
I know where you're going with that. Make your own pizza.
Here's the thing. Okay. In my family, I spend 4 nights a week making meals that my family hates 70% of the time. And then Friday night is we order in. It used to be movie night, but then my daughter turned 10 and now she goes upstairs to talk to her friends on her iPad.
Yes.
But we still do order in that night. And I kind of like the pizza we make better than the pizza we order.
Yeah.
Whether we make our dough or we just make it on flatbreads of some sort. Usually these days it's naan. We don't use pizza sauce. We use I don't believe I'm talking about this on my live stream. I'm gonna bore everyone.
No, it's
Because you can make this in a reflector oven too.
Yes. Hey, by the way, Dennis, I was talking.
It's not boring. Look, Drops makes his pizza. Grace makes pizza. Everybody makes pizza.
I get my spin on pizza. But continue with your story, Jess.
I was gonna say, whether I'm buying like a pizza dough and making it myself, like stretching it myself and then putting the pizza on, or especially naan, it's a great way to have pizza night without being victimized by that was a stupid way to say that, without sort of I don't know how to say it. Some of you know that several months ago I had a night over in the hospital in the emergency room, and I have to watch my everything, sodium and sugar. And if you order from Pizza or whatever, you have no control. If you make your own pizza, you do have control. But the hidden benefit of making your own pizza is you make it the way you want it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I use salsa instead of pizza sauce.
There you go.
Which I think is so much better, by the way. And it has completely changed my relationship with the idea of ordering pizza. Like, to me now, ordering pizza is not what you do on a Friday night. It's what you do if the week has really just kicked the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we all in my family like the pizza better when we either make our own completely or just build it on naan.
Wait till you make your own cheese.
We do it with naan bread all the time because it's easy peasy.
Hold on, make your own cheese?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Have you done that?
Okay.
A long time ago, but I really want to get back into it.
Oh God, I you're gonna be like,
No,
For
no,
like
no,
3
no, no.
hours?
It's so much easier than that. You have no idea. It's
Ah,
not like
look,
butter. It's not like
look
butter.
at the cat dragged in.
okay, but Jess,
Cheese. Okay, Jesse, I'm gonna send you a YouTube channel. My
Yes.
friend here in Quebec. He
Okay.
is so funny, and I have to send you his he makes cheese and it's so easy.
Can I just
Okay.
say, I just want to hit Russell, hold that thought. Whatever that thought is going to be worthwhile. I know it. But I just want to hit like 8 of the side chats in a row because I feel that I've been ignoring them. And these are all people who I should never ignore.
I can't
Ian
believe I'm
says,
drinking this out of the bottle.
you know, that's just the way it is. Okay, Mal.
Ben's gonna be
Okay.
happy.
Ian says I need to buy a disco
Uh-oh.
ball. I believe that's because of Russell. Ian, I did used to have a disco ball, but it totally fell apart. It was a dollar store disco ball.
High quality.
Drop says I still have to add a bunch of stuff to a store-bought pizza. Dude, make your own. Either buy a dough and stretch it out, or use naan and build on that. It's like what I usually do is broccoli, mushrooms, peppers, maybe, and a whole shite load of cheese. Interesting. Ingo, by the way, hi. Shite. Did I miss Ingo for most of this chat? If this is your first time joining us,
Ingo usually
hi.
lays in the or lurks in the background. Hey,
Okay.
Ingo, I'll tell you a little bit about Ingo. Ingo is the eye in Kid.
Amazing.
Yes.
Ingo, several months ago, I bought one of your stoves because I was going to take a canoe camping trip, but that didn't happen. But based on Dennis's word, I bought the not the deluxe one, but I bought one of your stoves, and I'm very much looking forward to trying it out. And at one point, I will be definitely trying it out on a long ass canoe trip. So it looks fabulous. Like, I haven't burnt in it yet, so I'm not sure if it's gonna warp or anything, but the construction so far is top notch.
Your stove is not going to warp. Trust me. They're good stoves. They're really good.
Yeah. I didn't buy the titanium. I bought the stainless or whatever. I think it's stainless, right, Dennis?
Stainless or the cold roll? You bought the basic or the it's either basic, stainless, or titanium.
You guys are making me hungry. I'm gonna have to scoot out so I can go eat.
trial version.
Cause I'm hungry.
Hold on, man. Just let me catch up with the side chat, and then we will talk.
Yeah.
Drop says some friends were up buying their RV last week, and they got baby back ribs for dinner. I see. Now I'm just picking everything so that Mal sticks around for longer. Ian the Weblord that says, I use pita for making pizza. I would not do that, but if that works for you, that's fine. My sisters show up for lunch whenever they visit. Get it?
I'm all caught up in the chat, by the way.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why you got to be making
Where's
me
she
look
going?
bad? She gone. She gone. In your spare time, Mallory, make cheese, Cat Mac says. Mallory? Mallory?
She's making cheese.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
Question mark. I'm like totally gonna do every single one.
I love that you did that.
Bed,
I'm gonna highlight this question mark.
I told my sister I made her fat. Can you believe that? LOL. I'm just gonna keep. Oh, Tim says I worked in a pizzeria in my 20s. Made the dough. The yeast is everything. I tried gluten-free flour once. Hated it. You know it. It's interesting that this question popped up because I have a sister who's celiac. And so she's always looking for the gluten-free everything. And it's crazy how much everything sucks. So I'm very happy that I'm not celiac.
Yep.
I mean, sister-in-law, LOL. We have a comment here from Chris. Agree, homemade this way. Yeah, it's so much better. It's not across the board better, but it's better in that I can choose exactly what I want to put in it.
I need to answer this question.
Which one? Hold on.
Mallory.
All of them. The ketchup. Ketchup. Jay, ketchup.
Oh my god, I'm so late. Okay, hold on. Maybe I'll just sit down.
No.
Which question are you looking for? Gross,
From the garden.
Gross, that's not pizza.
You saw that one already.
How old are you turning, Dennis? Just kidding.
Yeah. 57.
Yeah, right. I'm going to be 50
Bullshit.
next year. That means you and I will be
That's
the exact same age.
Dennis, you're really 57?
Yeah.
Wait,
Shit.
Well,
Happy birthday.
actually, I am now officially. Yeah.
wow, really?
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Wait. Stop the fucking presses for a second. You do not look 57.
Oh.
I thought you were going to be like 50.
If you've seen my mom up until my mom's side of the family, they are all very young looking.
Really?
And yeah.
Dennis doesn't look older than like 53.
Well, let me take
Dennis
that
looks
off.
like a man who takes care of his body too. It probably doesn't smoke. Probably
Yeah,
not, right?
one way to
Dennis
No,
look
I don't
looks like-
smoke. I don't hardly drink
If I
anymore.
want somebody to fight for me in a ring, I'm choosing Dennis.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need salt.
Are we? Can I talk about pizza yet? Or are you still like?
I'm trying to
Oh,
catch
yeah,
up
go
to you.
for it.
It's just like
Get
there's
back
some
into
really
pizza
cool
talk.
conversations here. Like Drop says, I make most of my food from scratch. There's no fast food. I love that. Which conversation? Start again. Which comment are you looking for? Because
I
it's
want to
like
talk about pizza.
So just go.
Ugh, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to you. I would like to point out one thing. Tenenbaum
Okay,
says,
please, because I was about to talk about the worst thing
Okay,
that's
go.
ever happened to me.
Oh,
So
I thought
please
you meant
interrupt
this.
me.
I thought you meant this was the worst thing that's ever happened to you. I'm like, I want your life. Okay, but go. While I drink.
No, are you not?
Am I not what?
Hold on. Okay, so pizza.
Yeah.
Let's talk about pizza for a second. Pizza, the crust is just a delivery system to your mouth. Everything that's on the pizza is what you're tasting. The crust is just the crust is like a 5% or less of the experience. Probably
no.
2% or less.
10. Come on, man. A good crust? That's a big difference.
Maybe 2% or less. Maybe 2% or less. And I'll tell you what, City Girl made a crust recently on a pizza in a recent video that was zucchini based.
Mm.
Okay.
And I had the pizza and it was pretty good because of the toppings that were put on top of it.
Yep. Zucchini marries
No.
everything.
Now, pizza sauce is definitely a must. And I don't care what you think about pizza sauce over salsa. I can't believe that salsa is that much better than pizza sauce.
It's so much
Really?
better, okay, because there's less salt content, and I am trying not to die.
Okay,
Does
if
my
that's
salsa
your
look so
only
salty?
if that's your only criteria is salt content, then okay, fine. But
What, not
otherwise,
dying?
pizza sauce is the thing.
Yeah, not dying is my only criteria.
I mean,
My wife made
you know,
pizza one
that's some-
time, and
that's not-
she made a cauliflower crust.
Wait, what?
yes, yeah, cauliflower.
crust. It's something that like vegans use and stuff, right? And they could flatten it out. And I said,
Well-
you know what? If you had to feed me this on a daily basis, I'd be eating at McDonald's every day. And I haven't eaten at McDonald's in like 7-8 years.
Okay, first of all, I want to say two things. Second is that I really want to hear the rest of Russell's story. But first is that I'll tell you something.
Hey, McDonald's at least once a month.
I don't do the McDonald's thing. I don't. Oh shit! Do I want to say this? I don't love my life. I feel that I'm spending most of my time marking time until it's over. But I have 2 daughters who I am so fucking into, and so I make choices that I believe will extend my time here. And not eating at McDonald's is one of those choices.
Jesse, we need to talk privately after
can-
this. I need
hold
to
on.
tell you some secrets of happiness.
Can
I
we
have
can we
some
just
secrets of
pause
happiness
for a
you.
moment?
Let's
Can we
get back
pause
onto
for a
Russell's
moment
pizza
and
talk.
just totally make fun of what Mallory's eating right now?
Stop it! Stop making fun of me.
I will totally make fun of you. What the fuck are
I
you
would
eating?
have eaten a pizza, but I don't have delivery.
Wait, you're eating what?
No, I want to see. What are you eating?
What are you having?
Cucumber.
Ah,
A cucumber. She's eating a fucking cucumber.
Minimal cucumber. I went to the garden and got me a cucumber.
you know what's amazing? You went to the garden and got you a cucumber?
No, it was actually on my counter, but I went to the garden and got it
What is
beforehand.
stuff for you?
And you know what? You know what? As much as I want to make fun of Mallory, that is totally awesome. I love you for eating that cucumber.
Exactly. That's amazing.
Russell, if you've been able to
I
go
don't
to your
hate you for
garden
that.
and get a
I don't think
cucumber?
it's stupid. I think it's wonderful that you're eating cucumber.
Okay, well, you know what? Here's a toast. So here is the cucumbers
Here's a toast to the
Whiskey
fucking
and
cucumber.
freedom.
Nice. Cheers.
And to everybody in the chat too.
Cheers.
Everyone in the chat who's still, for some reason, hanging with us. There's still 13 of y'all with us, even though I'm making an ass of myself.
Hey, Bettina.
Wait, did
Bettina, how you
Bettina just show up? Did Bettina just show
And
up?
salt. Sorry, Jesse.
Salt.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
miss-
so we're
Better
talking
than
about-
salt is seasoning salt.
I want to say one thing. Bettina, why do you keep showing up so late to my live streams? It's like you want to show up for the
Well,
past 5 minutes and say, yeah, I was there. And now I'm
She
gone.
does the same thing with my live streams. She shows up at 11:30, goes, "Hey guys, what's going on?" And I'm like, "It's over."
And then she
But-
drops at least something interesting somewhere. It's like, well, yeah, but oh, we're over. We're over.
Wait, what was I talking about earlier? Help me remind.
Nobody
I had a final point.
It's a mystery.
Damn it, Dennis, you haven't been drinking. Come on, help me.
Oh, I've been
Dennis has been
drinking.
He's been drinking.
I got the
bourbon.
video playing here. I could back up.
Shit. What was I talking about?
Well, you were talking about pizza and delivery methods.
Oh yeah, shit.
Cross
Thank
being a
you.
Delivery method. Yeah.
So my final point was the pizza dough being the delivery and everything on top being the stuff that's actually good, and nobody gives a shit about the delivery thing.
But I don't agree with you.
And this is especially for Jess, because you do the pizza thing. Buy a loaf of garlic bread, right? A loaf
I made
of
garlic bread
It's-
for supper tonight, by the way.
Yeah, you can buy a loaf. It's like already pre-moistened with bread it is bread,
Yes.
but with
But
garlic
pre-moistened
butter
with
and
more
stuff.
bread.
And then use that for your pizza. Each slice of garlic bread, use that for your pizza. Put your pizza sauce on it and your
Yeah.
things, and it's almost like toast with. It's almost like toast pizza.
That's
Toast
but
pizza.
it's garlic bread, and it's so awesome. It's
You know, I
amazing.
think-
I've done this.
I don't know.
I've done
I
that
don't
a
know if
bunch
the
of
rest
times.
of Canada is the same, but in Quebec, a lot of places you go to Casse-Croûte, okay? It's a corner. There's always a little restaurant on the corner of your street of your local village, and they will have poutine, they'll have pizza, they'll have pogos, they'll have everything that you ever wanted, right? And the pizzas, you'll have the crust, you'll have all the garnishes on the bottom, and then the cheese on top.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it is here. But I know in the States, everywhere I go, the cheese is always on the bottom
New
and the
York
garnishes
style
are on top.
pepperoni.
And I'm like, why?
Oh, I tell
there
you,
is a different way.
we got to
You know
stop
what? If
talking
you travel
about this.
through Ontario, when you hit Cornwall, Ontario, going up to 401, is when the pizza flips over. You
Really?
get the cheese on top rather than around our area. Cheese is
Okay,
on the bottom. While
No,
you
no,
Oh, yeah.
have
it
sauce
got
and
to be on the top. It's got to be on the top.
It's so
I
much
put-
better when the cheese is on top.
No. Oh hell no!
Oh,
Because
yeah.
hell
if
yeah.
you get
I
toppings
love it when the cheese is
like
on top.
ham
and sausage. Yeah.
and whatever, it's got to caramelize, right? These toppings have to caramelize. The cheese just has to melt. Nobody gives a shit about the cheese. Cheese just has to
Everybody
melt.
gives a shit about the cheese. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Holmes?
The cheese has to melt, but all the other
The
toppings
meat,
like
the
ham
meat for me
and
goes on the bottom.
pineapple. If you have pineapple, the pineapple has to caramelize.
If you have the
If you
pineapple,
discovered-
then you suck.
Pineapple?
I
Okay, pizza
love
goes in
pineapple.
the
But
freaking
if you're covering everything with cheese, none of that shit's gonna caramelize.
No. Okay.
It's very
You started
important.
with no. The pineapple is good. Means your opinion is
We're not gonna win on this one, Jesse.
we gotta win. We gotta win. He said pineapple is good.
It's the caramelization.
I get what you're
Hey.
saying.
You got a pen? You got an apple. Hey, apple pen.
And,
You remember that one?
pineapple.
You got a pineapple.
Pineapple
Hey,
apple pen.
Peanut
Oh my
apple
god.
pen.
Are you kidding? I have a 10-year-old. Of course I know that song. How is this getting so stupid?
No, it's because you have me on your stream
Alcohol.
and Russell and
No.
you know.
It's Russell and Dennis and you.
Dennis
and me.
Dennis is classy. Dennis is always classy. It's me and Russell, and we mess up your
What are
stream.
you saying, man? You're gonna ruin my reputation here. Valerie.
Yeah, I got a reputation. I here to ruin it.
What, I gotta rip my shirt off or something?
No.
Your
No. We're gonna try to maintain some Rah! We're gonna try to maintain some
Hey,
aspect
I'm
of
in uniform right now, right, with all this going on here and stuff. Hey,
I'm wearing
get
a
rid of the
Mr.
uniform.
Beast t-shirt.
There you go.
I'm
What are
wearing
you
a
showing us there?
Not my boobs.
No, bring it a little
No,
closer. to
don't
the
show us
screen.
your boobs. It's a family show. It's not a family show. It's really not a family show. I've been swearing.
not
They've
wearing
been
a bra.
swearing. Good to know.
Oh, that's one of those shirts there. You buy a shirt.
If you
and
watch
they
any of my
quickly
videos, you know
produce
that I
the
never wear a bra.
I didn't know that. I didn't need to know
show.
that.
We are
But now
learning
that I
all
know that,
kinds of
Well,
new things.
now you're gonna know.
it's
for the
just
rest of my
between you
videos.
and me, right,
Oh,
Mal?
wait a minute. Russell didn't see. Show Russell.
Russell? Mal was just showing off her
I'm-
bangs.
Always listening. And I heard that Jesse never wears a bra.
Wait. Are you calling me fat? Did you
I
just say I
can't
have a
stand those
business?
things. I don't even have enough boobs to wear a bra, so it's like not even worth it.
Jess,
How
I think
did
you
this
and I
turn into
are
a
the
boob?
same body shape.
We're both a couple of fat bitches.
Yes, exactly. You're a fat bitch. I'm a fat bitch. It's all good.
It sucks to be us. It sucks.
Yes, Cliff, I am munching on a cucumber.
I would like to be munching on something. I will be after this live stream. This obviously
Is
highly
that a pork glass?
entertaining live stream. What?
Was that a pork glass?
No, it was a whiskey glass.
No, okay.
Do you still have some of your 20-year?
A little bit, yeah.
Is this a good enough occasion to break out the 20-year?
Oh my god. this is
I am not going to be the only one that's 3 sheets to the wind here.
Come
You
on,
and I,
Jess, he has to wake up for his live stream on Friday, you know.
Did you see?
I-
Did you see my plants in
oh
my
yeah, of
garden?
course I saw your plants. Come on, man. What, do you think I
No,
don't
no.
watch all your stuff?
Matter of fact, I think it's still on my screen.
I
Are you
believe your
kidding me?
plants are like, whoop, to like,
Russell didn't see it because he didn't see anything.
he doesn't watch anyone's videos.
Are you kidding me?
I wasn't kidding, you know?
This is getting the most. This is like the most ridiculous live stream
Now,
I've
what are
ever
they?
had.
What are they?
It's elephant amaranth, and they literally like flip the finger at you.
Oh,
Excuse me. I would like to say that
I gotta give me some of them plants.
Bettina
No.
says thunder, lightning, and heavy rain here.
Yes, thunder
How
and lightning
many-
here too.
How many of the people watching are in heavy rain? Because I got a heavy rain warning tonight, but like nothing yet. It'll probably happen much later. I'm way more sauced than I thought I was.
I have a
each
question
night.
for Russell.
Well, he's back, so you can ask
So
your question.
Russell, ever since
Russell?
you've made the switch from on the grid to off the grid, do you pay attention to all the lights that you turn off a lot more?
oh shit, yeah. Like 8 months of the year, it doesn't really matter at all. It all depends on my solar activity, right? Like most of the time, I don't give a shit. I'll leave my computer on. I run the coffee maker. I run the toaster, whatever. And then there's the winter months, like December, January, February, where I'm like sitting on my iPad because it takes so little electricity. I'm sitting there watching a movie on my tiny little iPad, like every night.
I would like
hate
to
it.
point out that Bettina obviously agrees with Mal.
Mallory, I
Yes.
hate you for these, by the way.
I still need to order some. Like I literally like I
If we ever
hired
get
somebody
together,
on the
I'm
farm
spanking you
this
so
week.
hard for this shit.
I hired somebody on the farm this week, and so it's taken away a little bit of my revenue for like my spending, and so I didn't buy those pipettes back because I paid for a cleaning lady.
Did you say? Did you call them pipettes?
Yes, it's a pipette Porto.
Le
Pipette,
problème
pipette
avec le,
is
le, le mot
Pipette
I
pipette,
know
is
it
a
sounds
chemistry.
weird because in pip
Pipette is a chemistry term, right?
is a
in
BJ.
English, you know.
In French,
it's
it's a
a
BJ.
frickin' blowjob, folks.
Yeah.
Welcome
to Quebec.
What? Really?
I would like to say, and it's hilarious that this conversation happened here, where YouTube decided to shut my channel down because Fox had just said the past 45 minutes have fully derailed on this live, and yet there are 14 people still putting themselves through this crap. I'm gonna be so tired in the morning.
Russell.
Hey Russell, when you got shut down the other night, did they tell you why they shut you down, or was it because you were talking about shooting?
Dennis, I've been shut down the last 3 times just because I'm playing copyright music, which has never been a problem in the past because copyright music is
A problem.
you can play. So copyright music typically is, well, you can play our music, but we'll take your monetization, right?
He's been red
So if
flagged.
That depends on the
did
band,
a
though.
video when I played, say, AC/DC, whatever, they take my monetization. It's never been a problem, but lately they're like, live streams are different now.
Everything's different now.
Cat Mac.
Yeah, 'cause you disappeared right around the time that you were talking about shooting with your bow and stuff like that, right?
Hold on, I want to see what Cat Max said.
I'm much better at shooting my bow right now.
I'm much better
Yeah,
at
I've seen your grouping there. Were you
Mal,
shooting
what do you,
low?
I was responding to Cat Mac. I just said her name because I thought she was funny.
I'm looking for the comment, though.
Not to compete, but I'm naked in the bathtub.
Oh,
Girl,
wow, okay. All right, just take that off. I'm swearing. Everyone else is swearing. And one of our viewers is naked in the bathtub.
Ian, the web lord. I'm sorry I didn't say
It
hello.
was nice while I was monetized. I don't know what you're talking about, Grace. What did I say? Did I say something shitty?
These glasses suck so much.
Even Ian hates bras.
So Grace is probably like, "What, Jesse? You didn't notice that Molly never wears a bra?"
By the way, Ian, yeah, like you've never torn one of those off with your teeth. Come on, what kind of man are you?
No, but okay. So Mallory, you wear a sports bra, obviously.
Only when I don't wear a shirt.
I just see my monetization going, "Fuck you, bye bye."
I wear a sports bra just to hide my boobs. That's it.
$2?
Yeah, and that's legit, I guess.
Like I'm not. Hold on. I'm not trying to like pin you in a corner. I'm just saying that I know from my own wife's experience in the cabin and on screen that a sports bra is the way she goes. Anyway,
I can't stand them. Like I only wear a sports bra if I don't wear a shirt, or if I want to like sort of work in sort of without a shirt on, I'll wear a sports bra. But or else I just wear a shirt and no bra. Because I can't stand them. And I don't have enough boobs. Like I'm flat as a wall.
Okay.
Don't have to be like all silent about it, Russell.
Would that be a
Russell's frozen up.
I know.
Russell's like, I don't know how to answer that.
No,
Whereas
he's frozen.
Jesse steps in and was, are we talking about a stucco wall
He's like, I'm just gonna drink my pipette.
or a flat ass? Oh.
I
He's
told
like,
you,
you know
he's
what? To
frozen.
hell with you. I'm gone.
There we go.
He's like, whoa. I got $20.
Cliff just multiplied
Yeah.
your income on this video. by 10
Thank you,
times.
Cliff. You're the only one who's monetized me tonight. I feel that guys like Cliff are the only ones keeping me going.
Oh,
Sometimes.
Grace was reacting to what? She was like, that was because it was a BJ. Pipette. Pip.
This conversation is getting very strange.
And
But
Pip.
yes, we did
is
have
a
the
BJ.
blowjob. Yes.
Yeah, you know what happened, eh? YouTube just kicked Russell off. He's
It's
been
like-
black flagged. He's out of here.
He's like literally red flagged everywhere.
We're like, whoa, we're the ones saying stupid shit, and Russell's the one who gets kicked off. What the hell?
I can't wait to be in my studio and like not like be careful with the volume of my voice.
Hey, CR, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for
I-
being
you know what?
I seen you.
It's amazing CR is still here. It's like whenever the conversation goes this off the rails, I'm like, why are people still watching? Do you know what I'm saying?
And you know what? You actually have more watching now than you did when I popped in.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, why?
How many people watching?
15.
15.
15.
Well,
It's
I'm
like-
one of them because I got to play him. But
Oh, thank you, man. That means a lot to me.
yeah,
But you know, like-
the one thing about live streaming too, is you don't want to max out on viewership during the live stream because you're not making any monetization that way. You want people to watch after.
You know what the thing is? No.
Right.
Yes,
Mine
I
get
agree.
deleted mostly.
I leave mine up because
I
I
can't
have
delete
several
mine.
people who watch like the next day or the week after. Here's the thing, Dennis. Like for me, the live stream, like what we're doing right now, could be really terrifying because I'm just yapping. I have no chance to cut what I just did and reshoot that. Right?
Yeah.
And like when I'm not doing an interview or a panel live stream, like when I'm doing an interview or a panel live stream, I know what to do. Right? I went to journalism school. I know what to do. You ask a question, you let them just talk. Right? Because it's not about the person who's running the interview, it's about the interviewee. So I get it, right? I ask a question and let them talk. When I'm doing what I've done mostly lately is these like really freeform live streams. I'm like, I hope I didn't say anything really stupid last night,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I'm the type of person who cannot leave a party without feeling disappointed in himself.
Oh.
And so I spend all this time like tonight I've had a lot of these. Mostly I don't allow myself to have a lot of these, but this is a shitty whiskey that I regret buying and will save the rest for my second review on my second channel. But like these live streams are crazy to me because of the fact that they're so like I hear weird sounds going on.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm standing up.
Oh, you're using your
Yes, sorry.
sit desk. So what I meant to say was, I mean, since we're both using a stand sit desk, how stupid do I look? Like live streams like this are scary to me because I never really know.
Dennis.
You are so amazing, Dennis. But where's Russell?
I don't know. Blacklisted.
What the hell happened to Russell?
Oh, there goes Thunder.
I don't know what I was saying, but I was talking about how like this is like this is crazier than the interview or panel discussion live streams for me because I spend a lot more time speaking during these. And if I speak for long enough, I'm going to say something that'll piss a lot of people off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, that happens to me too. When I do live streams and I get too drunk, I can't stand rewatching myself when I drink. Like I cannot stand it. And like on my channel, like if I hop on somebody else's channel, I'm like, it's okay. I think subconsciously be more careful. But like on my own channel, I'm not careful and I'll delete it after and it's fine, you know? But I cannot stand myself to rewatch myself if I've been drinking.
Oh, well, here's the thing.
Good one,
Here's the
Grace.
secret.
Sam Squanch.
Here's the thing, Mal. I can't stand myself. Full stop. So, I mean, like, whether or not I'm seeing myself on screen drunk or not, who cares? But I do, like, I worry about, did I say anything stupid last night?
Yes.
Or did I say anything that offended anyone last night?
Because that happens to me too, though. That happens to me too, because I get too blunt and I'm not careful when I'm on my own channel. But when I'm on somebody else's channel, and I cannot go back and rewatch the whole live stream, you know, and be like, oh, like I think that could have maybe hurt somebody's feelings. And so I'll just delete it if I get drunk on my own channel because I don't want it to be there, you know?
And yet I will not delete you if you get too drunk on my channel.
But it's fine because I'm careful when I'm more careful, and you know, when I'm on somebody else's panel. And usually if I'm on somebody else's panel, I know that I can poke them and it's okay. Right?
Russell? What's going on? I do believe Russell's having some issues.
Yeah, if I'm invited on somebody's panel and they know me, like you or Russell or Dennis, or I mean not Dennis because he's got like a full professional like setup, you know, but like on a panel like this, like you guys know, at the end of the night I'll probably be somewhere in the middle of a bottle or something. If I
believe the term you're looking for is 3 sheets to the wind. You know what's weird about Russell? I keep trying to add him, and he looks fine in the green room. But when I add him to the stream, see that black square?
Yeah.
I also see the black square.
He's not.
I wonder if he's getting hit by the storm. We got a pretty good storm rolling through.
Yeah, we got a pretty big storm here too.
I don't have a big storm. I have a rain warning, but I don't so far have a big storm. I think it's
Here
since
it was. Well, I saw lightning in his window earlier, in Russell's window. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe he's got it too.
That's true. I do wish I had a bottle of water here. He said, finding a bottle of water.
Shoot. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
a lot of hours of pure lightning
Pure
storms.
hell. Pure
Yep.
hell.
Yep.
Let me just check my weather app. Oh, my land. I'm going to regret this tomorrow. I have had so much scotch.
SOB,
Oh, yeah.
My live stream tonight, I got limited monetization on it.
Oh no!
Wait, whoa,
I hate when that
why?
happens.
Yeah, you
Why?
gotta go through all the BS.
That sucks.
I don't understand
know,
why.
That happened to me once, and I got adult rated because I had a spider on my screen. Like, I literally had a spider in my
I
screen.
remember that. Yeah, inside your computer screen.
And it had to be 18 years and over because there was a spider in my screen. Yeah. It was so stupid.
Well, welcome to the family there, Drops.
That seems ridiculous to me.
Now, you know,
Yes.
I probably got that because I put 2 video ads in my in my live stream.
Only
No,
2?
No,
I don't understand though.
I got Algonquin Outfitters as a sponsor, so I had 2 video clippets that I put in there, and that's
Okay.
probably being assessed.
Oh, did that affect your monetization?
I don't know. I'm just
That
assuming,
shouldn't. I don't think it
because there's
should.
nothing else in there that would. Like, my show is normal compared to every other show. So from time to time they do that, and I click. You know, there's a button there. You click. According to me, everything's okay, and they review it, and then they give me full monetization on it.
Okay.
Weird. Shut up. Never mind.
But I think it's more common with live streams.
Yeah.
It is, because they don't have time to process it like process a video that gets uploaded.
I'm just gonna go through. As someone who makes part of his living in non-COVID times, in a band, I don't mess around with music. I don't have music in my live streams. I don't, because I feel that if I'm going to use music, they need to be paid. But I find that
yeah, Chris, I agree.
I've completely lost track of where I was going. What did Chris say?
Oh, because he's up on the screen right now. Russell had lightning in his window in the background. And
and
I totally saw it.
That's why, because I kind of feel that.
That sounds like it could happen to me
That wouldn't
any minute
matter.
now.
Russell's off the grid. Russell's on his own power source.
Yeah.
Not for internet.
Yeah.
His internet's through a cell tower, so.
Oh.
He's
on.
He goes through a cell tower through his phone.
True.
But check this out. Ian says home internet was out for 12 minutes in London just a moment ago, and I'm on cable. I have had way too much whiskey tonight.
So somebody come and told me it's time to go to bed. My dog just come and paid me a visit.
Hey, puppy.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
time for me. It's time for me too. Like, I'm way past, and plus I need to go pee really bad.
All right. Well, in that case, have yourself a good pee. And Dennis, have yourself a good night. And Russell, wherever you are, I hope that you have a good night. And it's too bad that I still have this to finish, because I'm gonna have to.
We got thunder happening. That's why the dog's here.
There you go. Yeah,
looking for comfort.
Dogs
okay,
are so sensitive to that.
And we're gonna have the same tonight. So
yeah.
Good
Been
night
on
to
for
everyone.
3 hours and 43 minutes.
I do not believe it, and I will definitely not believe it tomorrow when I have to get up at 6:30. Today.
Yeah, I'm up at that time.
Shite.
I'll send you a text and wake you up there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wake up, asshole.
I get woken up at 7 in the morning, so I'm good.
Yeah, the 2 6:30s here are like, I could use an extra half hour.
Yeah. Ben lets me sleep in the morning. He's a good man, and he makes the lunches. All I have to do is dress up the kids, do their hair, dress them up to go outside the door,
Stop,
and I'm good.
please. Because I am so trapped. Okay, speak to you guys later. Okay, as I always end off these, like usually an hour ago. Next Tuesday, I will be either late or not on. Governing board for my daughter's school, governing board meeting for my daughter's. Can I start that again? Yeah?
It's your live stream, man. You do what you want.
I'm going to take a drink of water because I really need some water.
Well, while you're taking a drink of water, I might have to switch my live streams to Thursdays instead of Wednesdays.
Thursdays instead of Wednesdays. Good to know. Okay,
Yes.
That's good to know. For those of you who are still watching,
Which
There's like 14 still.
yeah, that's amazing.
a lot of my friends go on live on Thursday, but on Wednesdays I might be booked, so I'm gonna have to go on Thursdays.
So those of you who like to watch me and Mal know that. For those of you who are here for Tuesday nights, I may be late tomorrow, by which I mean next Tuesday. Can I just start that sentence?
You
man?
are out of
No,
control.
that was your last chance. Okay, so Jesse is gonna probably be late for his next live stream, which is next Tuesday.
Because
Late
I have
or not there.
because I have a governing board meeting at my daughter's school.
Yes, parental responsibilities are priority.
Between now and next Tuesday, if I'm on or if I'm not on, please be safe, be healthy, be kind to one another, and stay sane.
Sane.
Keep the adventure
night.
alive.
And as a certain someone would say, peace out.
We miss you, Russell.
See you guys.